Hello, hello. Anybody home? How everybody is feeling today? Good? Okay, happy day, happy Sunday, or happy whatever day you're gonna watch me. You might be watching me on Saturday or on Thursday, Friday, Monday, whatever day. It's the same, man. Enjoy your day, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we have a few games going on in the Premier League. The first one is happening. Leicester City against what team again? I don't know. I have to double check. But the game that we're gonna focus today is going to be this one between Manchester United and Arsenal. So feel free to join us and say hi to us or send a question. Just that's the way it is. So yeah, let me see if we have some comment here. Bam. Hey, big up DJ, nice to see you. Mr. Noveni is in the house, also say hi to you. And yeah, the game is gonna start in about what, 1 hour and probably 10 minutes. So we still have a lot of time to kill here, more than an hour. We're gonna discuss about other topics too, if you want to. What happened on Saturday, the VAR and referee controversy. It's taking another dimension because Chelsea is involved, and Chelsea being given a decision for the first time ever, and everybody wanna kill us, make it looks like it's Chelsea the problem, but they forgot 1,000 other things and decisions that we don't get. I think if you look from different angles, and then you see why the goal wasn't given, but from other angles you're gonna say no, it was soft and all that. But hey, it's subject to interpretation, and I've been in the wrong side almost every single game. So if a 50-50 decision is given to Chelsea, I don't see why people should like make it looks like the worst thing that never happened. So David Moyes actually came out yesterday, called people names and say whatever he wanted to say. And then all of a sudden, the FA came this morning and said he didn't say anything wrong. He said even worse thing than what Thomas Tuchel said. Like, he really went on FA criticizing them for having a bad product, selling badly the product overseas and all that. He said all kind of crap for a 50-50 decision. But Thomas Tuchel, who actually came out and tell the truth, actually, this is how it is in this society. Anybody that tells the truth is considered as an enemy of the people. Everywhere, YouTube, social media, everywhere. If you try to tell the truth at some point, no. You have just to follow those crap copy-paste narratives, lie to people, manipulate. If you come out and say Anthony Taylor is the problem, look at this, look at that, you give 1,000 example, proof, you got punished, you got fined, you got suspended. But it's the truth, everybody knows about it. But somebody who will come and lie, somehow Moyes lied because it's a 50-50 decision. That one is even understandable. But you don't tell me that pulling somebody's hair, the VAR checked on it and decided that the hair thing is not in the rules. And all the fouls that led to every single goal of Tottenham, they saw it. They came even out and say, I had a bad day in the office, I was wrong. And you keep on punishing the person who came out and tell the truth. That's how you got punished in this world when you are honest. Like, people hate honest people. You don't tell the truth. You have to lie. You have to manipulate. You have to go around, try to make it sound good, just so you sugarcoat and make some people happy. That's how you progress in the society today. You don't become popular by telling the truth. So, Moyes being cleared of any wrongdoing or any wrong comment, but Thomas Tuchel fined more than, 40 or 50 million fine for criticizing the FA. But David Moyes is cleared. Anyways, we are here for Manchester United and Arsenal. Feel free to join us. Feel free to call, join the conversation. I'm trying also to stay away from the Chelsea thing. Try also to talk football in general. I love football, so I don't really just focus on Chelsea always. Any comment here, people? I don't know. Is this too loud or too... Any kind of feedback you give me? Our Champions League has just been announced. No Broja, but he is the B list, so don't worry, he is there. What B list means? It means like the homegrown or the academy kid. Hi everyone. Hello, Mr. Vincenzo. Very strange how the decision by the VAR yesterday at the bridge has caused so much controversy and now being investigated by the power. What is caused so much and the powers but was it when Spurs scored to disallow goals? Yeah, been always investigated when it goes somehow for Chelsea, for the rare times that it's gonna somehow benefit Chelsea. It's a 50-50 in my opinion, but now investigation need to be done because he went for Chelsea. But every time Harry Maguire kick people in the balls, WWE'd people, Anthony Taylor giving red cards, right, left, center, everywhere, heading on certain teams. There is no investigation done. But this time, just because you got a point in this 50-50 decision, that from other angles, myself, I said that decision was really very soft. But looking from different angles, how he put it on Mendy, people don't understand when you are running in that speed and you hit somebody even a little bit, it's going to hurt. It's going to send you off. Just like if you are driving a car very, very, very fast, the more, if you steer your wheel just a little bit, you could be out of the way immediately. People don't understand how that. But when you pose certain pictures in certain angles, you think it's nothing. So anybody can manipulate the image the way they want to make it good, to make their narrative like fit, you know. So it is what it is, people. Anybody, any question, please feel free to ask. And our brothers and sisters from Manchester United and Arsenal, feel free to join us. The homegrown lists, the B list. Okay. All right. Let's go. Ball view. I'm happy a player like Zakaria joined Chelsea. To underestimate this guy. Everyone that plays for Juventus is considered as a very bad player. They leave Juventus, everyone is Maradona. Let's hope it's going to be the same for this guy. I don't get too excited anymore about any player in the world. You have just to prove me on the pitch. You Morata, you Lukaku, you Higuain, you such and such. You have to prove me on the pitch. Because let's not kid ourselves. Zakaria wasn't the first choice, not even the fifth choice. It was just the opportunity there. Otherwise, we were going to have, what's his name again? Martinez or something from Ajax. And we tried Sangware and he just signed a contract. And then we went to Southampton, the other guy that just signed from Manchester City from their academy. We wanted him for 40 million. We were all over the place. And then Zakaria was there. Like, hey, take him on loan and try. So I'm not going to come here and pretend as if he was the guy that we always wanted. Even Thomas Tuchel yesterday on his press conference, he said it clearly that it came the last minute. So it doesn't mean that he did some kind of special analysis and found out that this is the guy they wanted. We had a list of many people and the opportunity presented itself. But I have also to admit and to agree with you on many players from Juventus are doing good somewhere. Look at Kulusevski, okay? I'm sure Alta Melo is gonna do good at Liverpool, you know, because it's Klopp, because the way he coaches his people. I'm just afraid of this guy like Zakaria, who been also struggling with a lot of injuries. Let's not kid ourselves and make him look like he's the best, the next coming of Jesus or anything. He's a good player. He can improve. He can help us. But we have to wait and see what's going to happen on the pitch. He had one of the worst injuries you can imagine. And he was on the bench most often at Juventus, which means nothing because the coach might just not like you and you are on the bench. But you are a good player, so this is a big risk, but a minimum one because it's a loan. If it doesn't work out, he needs to go back. He's gonna be sent back to where he came from, and we're gonna go for Declan Rice or go back for Alvarez, the Mexican guy from Ajax. I heard that we're going to go there in January to try to push. So if we're pushing for another midfielder, that means this guy needs to perform to the top level in order for Chelsea to keep him. Zakaria, remember? So Olamide said that walk and traveling around all over Africa. This guy got money. He used to call always from his walk. Nice to see you back. I thought that you just quit because you don't like what I said. You don't like my truth. You want to go there and listen to blah, blah, blah for people who want to tell you what you want to hear, even if they are liars. If you are enemy of the truth, you're going to just hate this channel because it doesn't really sugarcoat people in order to keep people around. We don't sugarcoat people here. The FA is just annoying, but you saw yesterday none of our mid card play one forward passes. Yeah, that is another topic though. Yeah, we still have issues, but we won. That was the most important. I'm sure we're gonna improve if we can learn how to cut the ball through the middle instead of always looking for sideways where Reece James or Ben Chilwell are to try to create magic. If we can learn, we can get instructions to like put balls through balls in the middle. Let Aubameyang deal with the situation from the middle instead of predictable side. Everybody knows what we're gonna do. So, and you have to be exceptional and skillful, just like Chile, to be able to pull off something out of those kind of situations. Chile is, got more IQ than many of our attackers. Official Olamide, please, we love Captain America, blah, 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 smaller team. Yeah, that is your narrative, though. For me, I believe that he's a great player in the right system. You give him to Klopp, you give him to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you give him to Pep Guardiola, you will see a different kind of Captain America. So the narrative is, yes, yesterday he was not good, but he was given a time, blah, 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 blah. But look at the context behind it. When was the last time he played 30 minutes? When? No, he's been on the bench forever, right? And yesterday, played few minutes, of course, more than 45 minutes, which is a record for him. And you don't expect somebody who's been rotten on the bench for years to come out of the blue and score you 1,000 goals and then save your life. Football is about chemistry, is about giving people run-off games to create some confidence in players. So if you're going to just target somebody and make a theory about he need a smaller team, and then there is a problem here, because anybody would get the best out of some of our attackers, Hakim Ziyech, Lukaku, even Werner now scoring hat-trick. Werner is another case, because you can't blame everything on the system and not having playing time. That is another case, because he was protected 24/7, even when he was very poor. Tammy Abraham was on the bench. He was playing every single game and still miss one-on-one. It became just like a curse. That is another case. But I'm just giving you an example of how players can do good in another system or another team. Not necessarily like, oh, his level is small team. That is a narrative that has nothing to do with the reality. You give that guy a run of games in the same position in order for him to learn. The other day, he was a wing back when he played like a 15 minutes and people wanted to kill him because he didn't score against Southampton. 15 minutes from the wrong position as a wing back to defend, but people want him to score 1,000 goals. And yesterday he played in front, of course. What system? Same old boring system where we have just to depend on our wing backs to do magic. That's why Chile did. There's no even, it's not even rocket science here. It's just simple common sense. But yeah, you can keep him in that position, but give him a run of games. The guy is rotten on the bench. He's just... But yeah, a Chelsea Football Club is one game after month and month of being frustrating on the bench, and all of a sudden, oh, now show us what you are capable of. I don't know what you think, if football is about video games, some kind of FIFA football manager where you can manipulate everything from your hand. Those are teams that you are playing against world-class other players wanted to defeat you. You're playing against a very frustrating Moyes team, a very, very stubborn team, well organized in the defense. But of course, everybody's gonna just pick up the guy that they don't like and then try to make a theory behind it without any context behind it. Broja, Chile and Harvard changed our game yesterday when brought on people mourning about Kai. Sorry, but Pulisic was not what? Let me just read. Not effective at all yesterday. No complaint about Pulisic. Yeah, I already talked about it. There are certain nationality or certain group of people that we try to discriminate, or we try to see only the red flags, but we don't give them enough credit. So it's not something that you're gonna just convince people. Guys, I'm a Chelsea fan, but I think Manchester United will win. I haven't because I had to set on my show. Big up Matt. See, Brighton looks like Brendan Rodgers is under menace or pressure. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers could be sacked, but it's gonna be a mistake for if they sack him. They sold players. It was. It's not his fault. Anthony starting. Oh yeah, so I forgot even to give you the lineup. Anthony is going to start. Let me double check on the lineup, people. Not this guy. Let me just go to the official Manchester United. So starting 11 people from okay, let me just try to fix it. Looks like it's not really what I wanted here. Let me put it smaller. Starting 11. Who's gonna win this game? I don't know. De Gea, Martinez, Fernandes, the captain, Rashford, Malacia, Eriksen, Varane, Dalot, Anthony, Sancho, McTominay. Wow, Ronaldo is a bench warmer. This is a strong message from Ragnick. Not even Ragnick. What's his name again? Ten Hag. Ragnick was the professor. Ten Hag is another coach in another level. He's a proper coach because you can see what he's trying to do. Ragnick was kind of, body, very soft. He's good in the office, in my opinion. Like, he would be fine in the office, and yeah, he's very soft. But he told people the truth about Manchester United. So look at that. Duvraska already on the bench. Heaton, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Elanga, and Ronaldo on the bench. Oh my Lord. Are you guys ready for this? This is going to be some kind of tough game. See, let me double check on Arsenal. Okay, let's go. Arsenal are wearing their black kit today, probably not. All right, yeah, black. I like the kit really. Not Adidas. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Sambi Lukonga. This is a surprise. Oh wow. Zaka, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. This one is very surprising for me, to be honest with you. Yeah. So to be honest with you, this is going to be some games, Tuna on the bench. Tomiyasu. Yeah, Tomiyasu back. Cedric, Holding, Tierney, Smith-Rowe, Vieira. What? Sorry guys, I'm having some frames dropped here, so stay with me. If you see some issue, I'm having some connection issues here. My software is disconnected itself, and it's going like from green to yellow to red to green again. So I'm gonna have some frames dropping, but I should be fine. Just stay there, and I'll be back. Don't worry about it. It's always happen when I wanna do something good in the around here. So we should be fine, people. Let me double check something. What's going on today, man? Why it's always like this? Hello? Are you still there? People, I'm struggling a little bit here with my connection, but please bear with me. I'm trying to fix it here. I am frozen a lot. I don't know why. Manchester United. I have to kill some scenes in order to make this smoothly. And I'll be right with you. I'll be right with you, fixing some stuff here that you cannot see. Only me understand what's going on here. This could be a long stream. If it continues this way, I don't know. It's not going to be a happy one. Let me see. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So how everybody is feeling today? Are you guys ready? Yes, maybe not. Okay, if you don't mind, if you're on social media, if you can share the link to other people to join us, it would be much appreciated. We still have time to kill here, okay? More than 40 minutes to kill, so we're all fine. I'm gonna start getting some calls when I finish fixing what I'm fixing now. I'm losing frames, I'm dropping frames. It's just awful here from my side. So I have to make sure that everything is working good. Okay. Everything is working good. Boom. So, boom. Boom. Yep. I think now we should be fine. And you have to kill this. Damn. And then go back to... Much appreciate your patience, people. Okay. That's it. So... what are we going to try to do here is... transparent. What is your score prediction, Herbert? I think Manchester United are going to win this. They're going to nick 2-1 at the end. Yeah, Manchester United to win it. How about that? United to win it. Do you believe me or you think I'm talking nonsense? Okay. Again, live from Old Trafford, the theater of nightmare, not dreams anymore. No more dreams at Old Trafford. And yeah, dreams, broken dreams. Everything is dead over there. No more dreams. Herbert, my brother, need to wait for 30 more years in order for you to win the league. Okay, let me now. De Gea, Dalot, Varane, and all the boys. Big up Herbert. Samuel say, but Christian wasn't that poor yesterday, just normal. He put the best on the field. But the problem we have here is like, you can't criticize Jorginho without somebody jumping and compare him with Kante or compare how Conor Gallagher was bad. That's the problem we have in the Chelsea community. Instead of talking football, a team as a group of people trying to win a game of football, it's gonna be let's single somebody else just so we can make a case of, oh, look at don't get on Kai Havertz because Christian Pulisic was poor. It has nothing to do with it. Why should we just always bring some negativity in order to defend somebody? Okay, just we all know that Kai Havertz been very, very poor in the last games. Everybody knew he wanted to be on the bench. Everybody knows. But all of a sudden, people start talking, oh, Kai Havertz did better in few minutes than Christian Pulisic did. So you see the hate and you see the kind of I don't know if we support Chelsea Football Club or we try to just support certain individuals, and in order to hype those individuals we need just to sabotage somebody else. I don't think also that Christian Pulisic had a poor game yesterday. I don't think so. He wasn't the reason why we lost the ball and conceded a goal, because that is always when you do that and then people kill you, except if you are Jorginho, of course. But I didn't see anything wrong. He wasn't that bright, but also he wasn't that poor that people try to bring him in the conversation so we can keep a certain narrative. Oh, look at this. You can justify, you can also defend your boy without bringing somebody else in the conversation. Look at Callum Hudson-Odoi being there for 3 years and he's not doing this. And why do we have to always do that? I don't get it. I don't get it. It shows clearly like xenophobia. It shows tribalism. It shows discrimination, because the way we get on certain people, certain nationalities or certain academies is beyond football. Why can't we just like support Chelsea Football Club and talk about Chelsea as a group, and to avoid talking about the manager tactics or the manager system? Oh, look at Christian Pulisic, or look at it is the player's fault. But if you touch the boy that they like, they don't want to even mention their boys to put them in the conversation. So protecting your boys or protecting the manager, protecting somebody that you like, but just let's focus our attention on that guy that we hate, so the light can be on him instead of the structure issues that we have in the team. All right, let's do this. Let's go. All right. Why did I lost everything here? Everything is lost. I can't find anything. Interact with what? Ooh, boom. It's just the same thing that is happening between Mendy and Kepa Arrizabalaga. People forget very quickly how poor that Mendy was, that Kepa was. Kepa is the reason why we have Mendy today. But all of a sudden, people want us to believe that Kepa is the second coming of Jesus. He's going to solve all our problems if we put him there. He might do good, the bounce. Might do good for a while, but he's going to go back to Kepa. People forget very quickly where even the entire team of Chelsea Football Club yelling at Kepa Arrizabalaga to tell him, come off your freaking line, help us. Because you are the goalkeeper, you can jump, you can catch the ball with your hand. People forget those episodes of horrible goalkeeping. So for me, Kepa is poor, Mendy is poor. We're just hanging there. Depend on the day. I don't mind anymore who is our goalkeeper anymore, because he's gonna be targeted. They all have a lot of flaws and a lot of quality too. So it's 50-50 for me. But in order for people like even so, Chelsea fans putting videos to try to sabotage Edouard Mendy and say that he lied against West Ham. What kind of a fan are you? You bringing proof just because you love Kepa Arrizabalaga and you want Mendy out. So you have to agree with what Moyes is saying. I don't think he lied. I think he did. He was just smart. Maradona, hand of God. You have to be smart in football sometimes. Okay? So if he was smart, he was touched. And when you touch a goalkeeper, they're going to give him advantage. And every single day we are victim of injustice. We lose point. It's not a problem for those people. But all of a sudden, Mendy did did something smart to get us 3 points. Some people are not happy because that means Mendy might continue in goal. So if that was a goal, it was one of the reasons to bench him. It doesn't have to be that way. Are we supporting Chelsea Football Club, or are we just supporting certain agendas and push certain people? Xenophobia and racism and all kind of stuff that I saw yesterday online from Chelsea fans. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The end of the day is about winning. And if somebody cheated, quote unquote, to win you a game, you're not happy because it's not gonna help your agenda. It's just all about agenda, discrimination, and I don't know. It's making me sick. So this show, I want to keep it like Manchester United, but there are so many Chelsea fans who want to talk about Chelsea. That's why I'm talking about Chelsea. But we're going to focus and watch some games as a neutral, enjoy the game instead of following in agendas on the Chelsea community. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me go very quickly and see what is happening. So Brighton just completely destroyed Leicester City. Brendan Rodgers, I don't know what's going to happen to him. I feel sorry, he hasn't won any game this season. They are selling players. This is crazy. This is really crazy what is happening right now. I like Brendan Rodgers. He started at Chelsea as a coach in the Chelsea Academy under Jose Mourinho, remember, back in the day? So, I don't know what is happening with this brother, man. Brendan Rodgers. Do you think he's going to survive this? Moses Caicedo? This guy is a very good player. I'm sure next summer somebody is going to buy him for 80 million from Brighton. Maddison is going to leave. He's going to leave Leicester. Look at the celebration here. Are you stealing the celebration of my girl, Sam Kerr? The flipping. Yeah, we have two people who can flip at Chelsea at the moment. We have Sam Kerr and Aubameyang. Moses Caicedo. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm going to learn. But Moses, what a player. He's from Ecuador, from South America somewhere. Very, very good player. And United actually had the opportunity to sign him for less money. And they decided not to go for him. American Express Community Stadium here, Amex Stadium. So, man, Brendan Rodgers, that is going to be something else. So, it was here. Luke Thomas scored an own goal, 10th minute. Moses Caicedo, 15 minutes, a goal. Lisandro Trossard, that guy can't stop scoring, man. 64th minute, 1 goal. They have Alexis McAllister, 71-minute penalty. And for the assist, they had Enoch Mwepu, Pascal Gross. And for Leicester City, they actually started very good, though. From the first minute, they already scored. 1-0, Iheanacho, Kelechi Iheanacho, my own brother, the governor of Lagos. People call him the governor, okay? And then Patson Daka, the Zambian guy. Daka with 1 goal and 1 assist. Yuri Tillman with another assist. Brendan Rodgers definitely is on a lot of pressure. God help, because it could be another story tomorrow morning. Now, we are going to talk about Manchester United. This is the big one. Arsenal, no matter what's going to happen today, they're going to be top of the table. They're going to have 15 points, even if they lose. But if they win today, the confidence is going to go through the roof. So far, people have been saying that, listen, they are just winning against small teams and all that. But hey, listen, man. You got to win against what is in front of you. I don't blame them. They're going to have some tough games coming up. So let them enjoy the moment, okay? I don't know. If you call Southampton small team and then they beat Chelsea Football Club, how about that? Then there are no small teams in the Premier League. You got to beat what is in front of you and give credit to Arteta and Arsenal. They are doing the job. Manchester United also. They went to Southampton. They beat them 1-0. 3 points in the pocket. That's it. That's the most important. So 2 teams that are very, very good at the moment. A lot of confidence. And let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, Arsenal could be their first loss today. But nothing is sure yet, though. Nothing is sure. Nothing is sure. So let's check on some statistics here between the 2 teams, right? Boom. So in the last few games between Manchester United and Arsenal beat them the last time at the Emirates Stadium 3-1. Manchester United beat them 3-2 at the Old Trafford. That was December 2021, last season. And they drew 0-0 at the Emirates Stadium. And Arsenal actually went to win away at Old Trafford in 2020, November 2020. And Arsenal also beat them at the Emirates 2-0. So I'm telling you right now that looks like Arsenal being on top often. That game, even Nicolas Pepe was man of the match. Wow. That is quite surprising. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Oh, wow. Even Ozil was there. Mesut Ozil. That was a long time ago, bro. Long time ago. So Arsenal been doing good. Back in the day, even Lacazette used to have some hair. So that tells you how old this game is. Guendouzi used to be there. Leno, which used to be in goal for Arsenal. Oh my goodness, that's a long time ago. David Luiz used to play for them, remember? Yeah. And Aubameyang, Pierre. Yeah, so I'm telling you right now that Oba, Juan Mata, and even the young Greenwood before he went to jail. He used to wear number 26 back then. Oba. So yeah, telling you right now, Arsenal won more time than Manchester United in the last 5 games, but that means nothing at the end. Means nothing at the end. So let's check on the last game that they played at the Emirates when Nuno Tavares actually scored for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka took a penalty. Granit Xhaka, 70th minute. And El Neni had an assist. And Cristiano Ronaldo scored for Manchester United, the only goal. So 3-1 the last time they played at the Emirates. Bukayo Saka was the man of the match. Let's double check. He had 1 goal. He had 2 shots on target. He had 1 key pass. And let's see the voting. Bukayo Saka with 55%. Cristiano Ronaldo Dos Santos Aveiro. This is his full name, right? That is very, very long name. Cristiano Ronaldo Dos Santos Aveiro. Wow. He had 14% of vote because he scored a goal. So, yeah. That was the last game that they played at the Emirates this last season. Granit Xhaka, that was a wonderful strike from Granit Xhaka. And yeah, Bruno now got number 8, right? He's not number 18 anymore. Jadon Sancho, he's back. And yeah, I remember Ronaldo was back from the drama that happened to his family. And yeah, goal. That's what you got from Ronaldo. I think he's humbled now on the bench. He's not a starter anymore, which is sad, but everything will come to an end, you know. Cristiano Ronaldo, Tavares. Yeah, McTominay. I don't get it. McTominay, every manager that comes, they like McTominay for some reason, you know. He's always there. McFred, because of his work ethic, he knows how to work with the team, how to give a lot of energy and passion. Sometimes that's what you need. So yeah, people, last time it was all Arsenal, and today it could be different because Manchester United are very good at the moment. Not like very, very good because they still need to gel, but they are getting the business done. So let me remind you again, the starting 11 and the bench also. Let's start by Manchester United, who are wearing their red traditional. I like the shirt though. I mean, Adidas is my company when it comes to pulling off some great shirt. And kit, Nike, so. The hair in goal, Lisandro Martinez, the short center back, but he's bullying people taller than him. They have Tyron Malacia, Varane, Diogo Dalot. They have Bruno Fernandes. They have Christian Eriksen. They have Anthony, the Brazilian. Today we're gonna dance, people. We're gonna dance a little bit of samba because that guy can entertain people. We're gonna dance a little bit of samba here, my friend. Samba, Brazilian samba today. Watch out on this guy here, Anthony. Jadon Sancho, Scott McTominay. And then in front we have Marcus Rashford. I heard that Anthony Martial is injured and Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, is on the bench. Sub, they have Tom Heaton, Martin Duvraska, that they just signed from Newcastle United, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, the captain, the legend himself on the bench, Luke Shaw also warming the bench. Fred, Casemiro, Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, and Anthony Ilanga. What is the formation they're going with today? 4-2-3-1 for both teams, right? 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. Interesting. Let's go to Arsenal. Arsenal, they have Aaron Ramsdale. They have Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba, Zinchenko, Bukayo Saka, Odegaard is the captain. He's like 22 or 23 years old. Just joined recently Arsenal and already their captain. Tells you that he got the leadership on him. Gabriel Martinelli, Sambi Lukonga, Albert Sambi Lukonga, Granit Xhaka, and they have Gabriel Jesus himself in front. Sub, they have Matt Turner, my brother from the US, to warm the bench. Kieran Tierney, Rob Holding, Cedric Suarez, Tomiyasu, Smith-Rowe, Fabio Vieira, Eddie Nketiah, and Marquinhos, another Brazilian Samba. Wow. Two very, very good teams. Let's see. Let's see what is going to happen. Let's see what is going to happen, people. And I think this game already ended. Full time 5-2. 5-2 to Brighton. And I think Brendan Rodgers is in danger of losing his job. I don't know who is going to be the next manager to get sacked. Between Frank Lampard, Brendan Rodgers, Steven Gerrard, and maybe somebody that we don't know, because we have surprises everywhere. The first one this season was Parker, right? Parker from Bournemouth. So Billy Gilmour didn't play today because he just joined. He need to learn the way of play over there. Yeah. Let me see. So Billy Gilmour was on the... Oh, yo, he played. Oh, what I'm talking about. I didn't even watch. He played. Billy Gilmour. Wait. He came for like few minutes only. Number 27, Billy Gilmour. Good luck to my brother, man. Can't stand the fact that we saw Billy Gilmour for almost nothing. And another Chelsea Academy product, Tariq Lamptey. Can't believe Billy Gilmour is in the past. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't handle this. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is, Billy. Good luck. Okay, so the game is about to start in 20 minutes between Manchester United and Arsenal. Okay. Yeah, I already fixed my sound now. Hello, sounds. Yeah, I fix it, people. Thank you for letting me know, Mr. Suck. Let me fix my audio, you know. Sounds. Audio. Can you hear me? Hello. I just lost my mic and I just fix it. I don't know if you can hear me. But it is what it is. Olamide.
Yes, boss.
What's going on?
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. What do you have to say?
It's been a while, so I just said because today I'm at home, I didn't go to work, so I just have to come and say hello to brother.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much. What do you think about quickly about the game yesterday between Chelsea and West Ham?
About the game yesterday, what I can say, I will say something in total about the whole team of Chelsea. I mean, what I'm seeing in the players is that they are very lazy and they are not strong. They don't. When any team that play physical game, it will be difficult for Chelsea to win. And most especially if we are having someone like Jorginho in our midfield, is Maguire of our team. No matter who we may have in the team, if we have even Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, or whoever, we'll score goals, but he will dash all the goals away.
Wow, but
so when
I'm go on.
When I'm talking about Christian Pulisic, is that I'm not talking in the terms of eating him or something, but I'm talking in like a player. Like when he goes to national team, he play often. But when it comes to Chelsea, he hardly gets time play. So for him to be there on bench and when he come on, then like that, you have to prove yourself for coach for him to know that you can do it. So if he try to prove it,
there are certain coaches that even if you try, you can try whatever you want. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Clearly, somebody like Christian Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech, Tammy Abraham, Lukaku, they were never, ever in Thomas Tuchel's plan. He used them because he need to use them for some reason, because, they get paid and, just in case. They became just in case players. But you will see people like Jorginho, you will see like people like Timo Werner or Kai Havertz. Unless if they have a broken leg, they're gonna play always. So it doesn't mean that if you are on the bench and then you are doing something wrong. It's just the way it is in life. There are people that you just don't feel it. You don't like them. The same with managers. So you can try whatever you want. What the young, for example, what the young Broja need to do when you see Kai Havertz like having stinker after stinker. Yesterday he scored. That is another case. But why do you have to pay to play somebody like Havertz 90 minutes and then wait until added time to put Broja? So what do you expect from Broja in the extra time or in 2 to 3 minutes? So it's a lot of stuff going on. It's not black or white the way people want it to look. And Christian Pulisic, people want to get on him. How many months he was on the bench? When was the last time he played his natural position? He wanted to leave. He didn't want to be there. You block his loan. Any of us in our jobs, if you don't feel appreciated, you are just in case kind of player, you're going to act the same. But online, people pretend to be perfect and they want us to look like, okay, you will never act the same. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I got you clearly. Just that if me, I don't see the spirit in the player. It's not only Christian Pulisic. Even before Alonso left, I was, Alonso should go. Even Jorginho, I never liked him because of his style of playing, because of many matches this man. Even yesterday they should have equalized the goal, if not for God's sake, or because of Jorginho.
Yeah, but
You
he
see,
got
and
he
player
got a
like
lot
that,
of fanboys. He got a lot of fanboys and cultists that Jorginho can't do any wrong. So in order to save Jorginho, they're gonna divert the attention to Pulisic or somebody else, or bring Conor Gallagher into the discussion to say, oh, look at Conor Gallagher, oh, look at N'Golo Kante. Remember that game in the Champions League in 2018 or whatever? They're going to bring something evil and stupid like that to say, oh, now it's equal. Other people also are making mistakes. We are talking about now. We are talking about today, who is causing issues, but people will bring what happened 5 years ago in the conversation to make a Kante like evil and Jorginho being somehow targeted, just to take attention away from Jorginho to defend him. You see, why can't we just talk about
what I see about the injury that Kante is getting more often these days, I think is because of Jorginho, because it's like you alone doing the work of two or three people
he need to
together
protect him all the time like a baby
all the time.
in order for him to slow the
If
game
if if
down and
if,
do
if
whatever he
someone
does.
if someone better than Jorginho should be in our midfield, and we partner with N'Golo Kante for the midfield, I think Chelsea will have a great team in Chelsea. But the other players will work while what is it called? Jorginho will dash the ball out for us to lose the game. Whether he's playing against us or he's playing for us, I don't even know. And our attackers, their lack of creativity. Even with Aubameyang coming, Aubameyang will do his job as a striker. But what if the ball is not getting? They are not playing the ball which the ball can get to the style which the ball can get to the striker. That is the issue. Lukaku, Timo Werner. I know Timo Werner have a personal issue which he missed so many chances. But at least they try their best. They give 100% of what they can do at the moment. But when the whole team are creating problem, like Broja yesterday, the guy enter, he shows some energy yesterday. But when you see the other team, whether the big player, the already made player in Chelsea football, like whether they intentionally used to do it, they hardly give the ball to the guy to play.
Yeah.
So me, I've been seeing that like, oh, maybe they are intentionally, maybe they will think if this guy come, he will take over their position or whatever. I don't know, because yesterday, like there was a ball which who was holding the ball. I think it was a Loftus-Cheek supposed to give the ball to this guy Broja for the 18. If he gave the ball to Broja, like maybe the guy will have scored a goal. He rather send it back to where Reece James was, and all those things. It won't help us. I think the board, they should talk to the, like, whether they are, to me, if I would do, like, I would say they should change the whole team.
Change the whole
because
team.
If they are serious, because
like
if it's possible, like,
but let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you're gonna change the entire team, the same team had energy before. The same team won the Champions League, won trophies. They were good at some point, and all of a sudden, everybody is looking that way. Can't we just question the source of that? You know, where that is coming from? Why all of a sudden everybody is discouraged and can't play anymore? So you can't always bring a solution. Oh, I want to change everybody. I want to buy players, because the players that you're gonna buy can also end up by being discouraged, just like the one that you have now. So people are trying to avoid to talk about the real problem, which is structure, which is many other issues that we have. People don't want to touch on that, because if you touch on that, it's gonna be like you are criticizing somebody that who you can't touch. Like he's untouchable. You can't say it. So I see what you're trying to do here is just to divert everything on the players. They are lazy. But the same players were good not long ago. How everything changed. Probably the structure. Probably they are not getting service. Probably something is happening. They don't like the way they are playing. So you have to question. Listen, in life, you have a computer, right? And then you are having some issues with your computer. You just don't throw the computer away and go buy a new one. You troubleshoot. That's what people will tell you. Turn it off and turn it back on again and see if it's going to work. Check on your network. Delete some apps and whatever. Those little things that can fix the problem before everything, we have to buy. There is a problem there that we have to fix. Okay, Victor, you are in the house.
Good morning, Oz. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm here Sunday.
Oh, yes. Today you are for Fofana Nation FC. The thing is, I just finished watching Brighton's game, and their midfield. I mean, their midfield or collectively cannot touch one of our players in terms of how much they cost. Where are our scouters? I mean, who are the people that are supposed to go and look for these prolific midfield that get the ball and the ball is directly going to the opponent?
But they are also allowed to play football, though.
Exactly,
that's
you're
the
right.
Problem also.
Yeah,
Because if you look at them, they have the right coach who trusts them, who allow them to make mistakes, who improve them, who progress them. Tell me what 2 players that improve in the last 2 years at Chelsea Football Club.
I think from now on, that is the line you should use when we have a bigger panel. We are not trusted. Even yesterday, they were playing in fear. Why? Because Jorginho was lurking. The one day that he was asked to sit down, he sat down for only 65 minutes and he was already warming up. So he's not, the other players see that. They see the sideline, they see the players that this man cannot allow Ruben to play out of, free will. Just express yourself. Because he's afraid to make a mistake. So he won't advance the ball and the ball should be taken and lose the ball whilst he's running with the ball. Because he's always scared that if he does one mistake,
Jorginho is in, he's out.
Exactly. So that's exactly the point you've made today. Is the whole problem with Chelsea is that the manager has already established whom he trusts. The ones he trusts do not advance the ball. They don't move the ball, just like our friends, the gentleman on the panel earlier said. They don't move the ball forward. So if you come in and if you want to maintain your position, you better do the same. Otherwise, you lose the ball and Jorginho is actually behind there to come on the stage. And lo and behold, yesterday he came on. And what did he do? He almost cost us a goal. That's a problem. Everybody is talking about Jorginho, not because of the player himself, but the style that the manager always rewards. That is a problem.
Okay,
Mr.
people.
Victor.
I will come back to you, Mr. Olamide. Give me a few seconds because this stream was supposed to be the Manchester United and Arsenal game that we're gonna watch together, but because I have the majority of my people are Chelsea fans, they're gonna drag you always to the Chelsea conversation. But I'm trying my best also to talk football here, because to know football you have to watch football. You have to watch other teams. You have to watch what is happening elsewhere, because in the Chelsea community we have a lot of kids who are just focused on only Chelsea, that they don't understand. They don't understand overall how football works, because it's only Chelsea that count for them, and they don't even watch the entire game. They're gonna watch some TikTok 15 seconds here and there and tell you that Jorginho is world class and the heart of Chelsea and we can't win without him, and then call everybody else flop. Okay, if who scored? Such and such. Who gave an assist? They make a conclusion immediately. Okay, that was the best player is this. Everybody else doesn't count. Get out. That's it. So that's why I watch football. I watch football from different teams, different nations, the small teams, big teams, so you understand how football really works instead of fanboys and cultists. So people, the game is about to start in like 1 minute here. Feel free to join us if you want, and we're gonna focus also on talking other stuff if you don't come and join us. Olamide, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I want Mr. Victor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, please, what I want to say about Jorginho or some players having the opportunity, like they are unchangeable in the team is I can't blame the manager.
Okay, tell us why. Who chooses them?
Okay. The reason why I will not blame first of all, those people to blame are the board members.
Listen, I'll be cutting you all the time without asking because I have to keep up with the show. So like now, I have to tell people like it's 20 seconds in my location, and the game already started at Old Trafford between Manchester United and Arsenal. Now you can continue.
Okay. So what I was saying is that I will blame the board for signing, like, always go for like third or fourth or fifth option. We don't always get our first target. If the coach requests for a player, they will say they will scout the person, or there will be rumors that we want to sign this player. At the end of the day, the player will end in another team.
Well, the problem is now we don't have to complain about the scouting department anymore, because guess what? Scott is gone. Scott is McCacklan is the guy that used to be the head of the coach of the scouting department. He just left, and then Todd Bowley is coming up with his own people. First of all, we're gonna get the director of football back again. I would like to see Menalo back, but it's not gonna happen. I don't think so.
I wish we could get that man.
People made all kind of theories about Menalo because they don't know how football works. It's all about narrative, a popular opinion on social media. That is the guy who built Chelsea Football Club. So, and then after that, we're gonna find our new scouting people, and we should be fine. So we shouldn't really be complaining anymore about the scouting department bringing some players that the manager don't want. So
all right, no problem. And the reason why I will not blame, I will also blame the players who are to be in Jorginho's position. Like, if you were given a chance to prove yourself that okay, you can do better than this person, but are you really doing what you were asked to do?
What kind of chance? Give one example, and let's go from there. One example of somebody who was given a chance. Don't tell me that you were given 10 minutes at the end of the game and you didn't score 1,000 goals. Tell me who else.
Even when you come on for 10 minutes and you made mistakes,
like
it's disqualify you of getting more time.
So Jorginho doesn't make mistakes. So you're looking for a perfect player. I don't know anybody.
No.
If you played any kind of football, okay? If you're coming from the bench, it's gonna take you at least 10 minutes to even warm up on the pitch and feel the field and kind of adjust to the speed of the game. People don't understand that because they never play football. When you play FIFA inside the house, it looks easy, okay? It's in the warm, but outside it's in the cold. It's hot outside. There are also professional, world-class other athletes trying to stop you from doing what you want to do. So it's not that black or white, or if you come for 10 minutes, you have to prove us. Because even the guy who is playing every single game, he's not perfect. He's making mistakes. So football is also about making mistakes and then get the trust from the manager. I'm not going to listen to what you're saying right now because it's unfair that somebody is getting game in, game out every single game, every single week, and you are giving just 10 minutes to prove so you can keep your place. That is not fair. Look at Tammy Abraham. Look at Tammy Abraham, right? Tammy Abraham was on the pitch for 45 minutes against Southampton. He didn't do good. He was out for the rest of the season. Oh, he came out on the media, criticized him, pretty much killed him on the media. Oh, he didn't do what I was asking. Timo Werner doing the same thing over and over again, every single week, missing even one-on-ones and even clearing the line. The ball is going at the back of the net. That brother saved the ball from going at the back of the net. But every single week, he's playing and playing. And you're going to tell me here, be honest with yourself, Mr. Olamide. You're going to tell me like, oh, Tammy Abraham had a fair chance with Timo Werner to compete for his place. Come on, bro. Let's be honest for once here. Let's be honest. You don't prove people wrong by getting 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, 10 minutes there. And you compare that person with another one who's been giving games, run-off games every single week. That is not fair. And it's not true.
You know, as a coach, you see, there is someone who they trust. They trust this person because, like, now they didn't trust the other person because they think the other person may cause harm more than the one which we knew already. You see, so for Tammy Abraham, I wasn't happy when he was on the bench. But as for
that
Timo,
is just one example. That is just one example. But you see the big picture. I'm trying to make a big picture here. Okay, like somebody like Kai Havertz.
Check the impact of Timo Werner on the pitch. Is like if Timo Werner was in the team up till now. I think we may have better results against all those teams than what we are having right now. Because lack of creativity. You see, when Timo Werner was there, it's easy for he may not score the goals, but he will create chance for the other players to score.
Timo Werner on his own is a completely different case. I understand what you mean by the lack of creativity, but also the quality of the player. At the end of the day, the manager is not going to take the ball and then put it at the back of the net. When you have a few chances that you have to be clinical. If you are not clinical, don't blame the manager. So I see it both ways, 50-50. We don't create enough, but also the quality of players not good enough too. Bobby Smokey is in the house.
I think it's audio.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Bobby is in the house. Let listen from Bobby. We're going to come back to you.
Yeah, Ogs, I watched yesterday's game and I enjoyed myself on a platform yesterday evening. Look, sometimes we have to take a lot of things into perspective. If we rewind to when Roman Abramovic was banned from coming into the country, and then we had, even in that time, the transfer ban. And then we had COVID. And in between all this is the constant bad officiating that cost Chelsea a load of trophies. Then we had the sanctions. We didn't even know we were going to have a club. Then the new owners, after buying the club, started the whole transfer business much later than everybody else. They had to do a clear out. They got rid of the old board. They got rid of a whole bunch of old players, and they had to bring in new players. In between that, we lost some key players like Rudiger. And you have to put Christensen into that because he was a major part of the defense.
Yeah.
They have performed miracles doing what they've done, and the job is not over. As you rightly said, they now have to review the scouts, the chief scout, who wasn't really doing a good job. Some people say it wasn't totally his fault because he will select some players, and sometimes he was frustrated by Marina. You see, I don't want to get into Marina because some people get so
offended
into this because, we're living in a world where, they had
don't
this...
touch certain category of people because,
I think one of the worst things to happen to civilization, to be honest, is this feminism movement. It skewed us from reality and made it look like anytime you criticize a woman for anything, you are the person at fault, which is absolutely wrong. This woman was at fault. She made herself everything. She made herself the sporting director. People always make excuses for her, but she made herself that. She was choosing players. I don't want to get into that anyway, but she was gone, and that was part of the reason he got rid of her. And I think what they're trying to do is to get rid of all the old board in order to move forward on a clean slate. Roman did a lot of excellent stuff for Chelsea and really took them to the next level, absolutely. But the handicap of his not being allowed into the country and then his sanctions allowed some questionable aspects of his board start to take control beyond him. Now, we played yesterday with a team that more or less, I can say, has just started its pre-season. All these people like Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, they've started a long time ago. Take our season as now. Now we've got our players. Now we've just started lots of things that these people have been working on through the pre-season. Yes. I think we have to give ourselves time. Tactically, they addressed the midfield, which is a huge problem and still needs more work on. If you noticed yesterday, people were complaining, the game is so boring. No. Look how West Ham play. West Ham and David Moyes, they rely on their physicality. They look at Chelsea as a soft touch, and they were like, we're going to bully them, foul them, and intimidate them as we usually do. But this time, Tuchel said no. He put the big guys or the bigger guys in midfield and benched a lot of creativity and players that were not in form. And he said, right, you want to have a bore fest? We will have a bore fest. We will oblige
sorry,
you.
Bobby. Arsenal just scored, people. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. Wow. Gabriel Martinelli. So, oh my goodness me. Arsenal, man. You can continue, Bobby.
Man U is disputing the goal, though.
Oh, you think the VAR is going to get involved on this?
Man U is
probably help them. We'll see. Maybe they'll say it's offside.
No, think there was a foul. There was a foul on
the build-up.
Ericsson.
Well, they might get away with that, but Chelsea will never get away with something like that.
I think there was a foul.
It's not going to happen.
It's not a goal?
It's going to cancel the goal.
Yeah.
This is at Old Trafford. It's Man United. They're going to cancel the goal.
The VAR got involved, people. We're going to wait the decision, but it's Fergie. Fergie is in the VAR room. So it's not Chelsea. If it was Chelsea, nobody was going to even bother to check on the
they'll
freaking
say it's
VAR.
The worst VAR decision ever.
Yeah, they're going to say the best. That's the way it is, people. So we
referees checking. When they check, they always rescind the decision.
Yeah.
No go.
Yeah.
He's not going to allow it. How can he allow it?
About this VAR issue or officiating issue in England, I think it's getting out of hand. Why must they be supporting some teams? Why some teams can get away with
Chelsea yesterday. Everybody is talking about Chelsea because one decision.
That's yesterday issues they get. gets me annoyed. Even Chelsea fans, some of them, I don't know.
Many of them.
If you are supporting your team,
I got in trouble. I got into a big fight on a lot of fight on social media because of that. Like certain people are ready to support individuals because they want to make a case of Mendy being garbage and Kepa need to come. You don't have to come to that level. This is Chelsea we're talking about here. I'm gonna take my 3 point, put in the pocket and run. No matter how it was. The hand of God still a goal until today. Okay, but that one, it was contact. It was contact.
Exactly, it's a foul.
It was contact.
Period.
It's a foul. I don't care what other people are gonna say. If people want, it's given.
You don't touch a goalkeeper in action. You don't touch a goalkeeper in action. And not only did he touch it, he connected quite well. He connected. With his
you
foot.
See, depending on the angle you see, how many bad decisions we've been.
On any angle is clear.
Yeah. How many bad decisions we've been victim in the last, 10 years or 20 years. And if you give me a 50-50 decision, I would take it, and people need to stop some kind of agendas just because you don't like somebody and you want to just make a case that, oh, my boy needs to come now and play. And then you throw the entire team under the bus just because of your personal your personal narrative and agendas against certain players. It doesn't happen that way. I mean,
I can assure you this decision.
Let Bobby finish.
I was going to say this decision. If it was Chelsea, that goal would stand.
Yeah, that's what I said. If it was
Chelsea, that goal would stand.
It was going to stand for sure. But
Bobby.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to react to your spiel about where we are as a team.
Oh,
and
okay,
I totally agree with the front end of it. I mean, the part that you said that we are trying to find out whether we can gel as a team and do better, and trying to get rid of all the old log and bring in new. My trepidation lies in the fact that this coach might not be able to improve us. I don't know.
How do you know that? Do you have any proof about that?
No. The thing is this: the ones that his go-to players are not the ones that can win you this Premier League. I mean, I am not talking in terms of the first four.
No, you're being too reactionary.
Look,
you have to give him that opportunity. You see, don't judge the games before the transfer window closed. The club was still getting over a lot of confusion. A lot of players wanted to leave. A lot of players were not sure they were going to be there. He had to play with what he had. How can you field a player who is telling you in your office that he wants to go? You can't trust him. You know his head really isn't straight. You know, he's played people like Thiago Silva at 38 this month, week in, week out because of that. Now he's got his team. The defense is settled because we were still trying to get Fofana. We've got him. Yesterday was Fofana's first game with that defense. They're going to need time. You can see they're going to need time to settle. Dennis Zakaria didn't even play, not to mention Aubameyang. He didn't even play. Broja, who's a kid, he's just extended his contract. He came on for a little while. He tried new things. Gallagher was played up front. Ruben in midfield where he should be. Kovacic is still recovering from injury. He's not really 100%. You need to give these people time. You can't be nailing them like this.
Bobby, the thing is this. I am not necessarily going after this coach because, he's good. I want him to fail, or I think the reason why I have doubts is because this coach has proven over and over that he doesn't necessarily like our academy players or young players.
Oh no, please don't say that.
Yeah,
no, don't say
Mr.
that.
Can I just finish? Please?
Yeah, finish.
Yeah,
there's a reason why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm saying that. Okay, he likes to try and true players, that have proven themselves. They are much older. They are much more comfortable. For him, he's much more comfortable with that. He doesn't like. I mean, if we want to say that there's a coach that really like the younger players. Can I finish here?
No.
It will be Lampard, right? This coach, for me, I feel like he wants to play because of Chelsea's.
Arsenal are playing some good ball here. People.
Yeah. Because
Arsenal are playing well. Listen. I really have to interrupt you. I really have to interrupt you.
No,
look,
but let me finish though. I have to formulate a thought and finish it before you interrupt it. Because the thing is this: if you're interrupting right now, then it means you are not actually listening to me. Because you don't want me to finish my thought. Okay? Because I haven't finished.
Yeah, finish it, sir. Go.
Exactly. The thing is this: that for me, unless the jury is out for me in a nutshell, because you all want me to finish. So I'll go straight to the point and finish here. The jury is out for me with this coach. Unless I see him consistently, not just seldom. Every now and then he throws these youngest people in there and puts enormous pressure on them because they are being played out of position, or you can tell that he can't wait to bring somebody else in that he trusts, who is going to slow the game anyway. Unless he's consistent, even when these new blood, when these new people we bought, even when they make mistakes, he plays them again for them to regain their confidence. Because I feel like he is not necessarily somebody that can stand behind his decisions. And that is going to harm us because he doesn't allow these people to redeem themselves. He has to be consistent with these players that you think are...
Okay, have you finished? Because you keep saying the same thing over and over again.
No.
We've heard you. You think he's not giving the youth enough opportunity. And I'm telling you that you are 150% wrong.
Why?
This is a man that plays Mason Mount game in, game out, even when he's not. No, let me finish. Even when he's not on form. This man overplays Reece James, and doesn't have any backup for him. Well, this man at one point overplayed to the point of injury Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, no, he didn't come through the academy, but he's one of the younger guys. He's given Ruben Loftus-Cheek opportunities to get himself fit from injury. He refused to let go of Chalobah. Chelsea Football Club field more of their academy in one game than any other team in top-flight world football. Look,
let Bobby finish.
Have a team.
Let Bobby finish and then Victor,
now
let
you're
Bobby
letting me finish.
I have to react.
You cannot have
let him finish. You're gonna have your time, bro.
Full of academy players. The only reason Frank Lampard had his team full of academy players was that we had a transfer ban, and the club is one of the few clubs in world football that could survive it because of its academy. As soon as the ban went off, it was Frank Lampard that refused to play Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham had a contract sat on the table. He refused to sign it, and Frank said, right, you go into oblivion until you go. It was Frank Lampard who refused to play Tamori. It was Frank Lampard who refused to play Fikayo. What's the guy that went to Brighton? The right back. And why did he refuse? Tariq Lamptey. Why did he refuse? Because he had Reece James. You cannot play them all. You have to. I have a theory. Listen,
you are talking rubbish, man. Guys, it's getting uncomfortable here. People, let's cool ourselves down a little bit.
Listen to me.
It's getting uncomfortable.
You haven't listened to me.
No, I have listened.
To hear you, and you keep over talking me.
Guys, listen. Don't talk over each other. We have time for that. And let's cool ourselves
but also you have to give me the chance.
Mr. Victor.
Yeah.
Because Bobby makes it. No. You have to give me the chance to react.
Just go to the point. Let's not attack each other.
Exactly.
Let's just
the point that is almost a personal attack.
Argument.
What do you mean a personal attack? I'm just telling you the truth. It's not a personal attack.
I'm getting too uncomfortable here, people.
Exactly. Let me come in here. I will make my point and not attack Bobby because I know he's full of it, and I will let him get away with that. Let me tell you this: the reason why Lampard came on board, and the first thing he said, the kids can play. Let's try them. Fine. Maybe
he had no choice.
No. Can I finish? Maybe he was calm.
Finish.
Right?
Go on.
But we all know that Lampard has a reputation for actually trusting the youth. Now, with Tuchel, he plays these folks that you took time and enumerated because of the simple reason that he had his first choices sitting on the bench due to injury or otherwise. That is the case. His tried and true midfield is Jorginho and Kovacic. That's all he does. The only time he brings other people in is when they are injured. He does not trust.
Yesterday, Jorginho was on the bench.
Exactly, because people have been, and that's my second point. I'm making 2 points here. That is because everywhere in the world of Chelsea, everybody was talking about how bad they are. And I do not care what Tuchel is. They listen to the media. They listen to social media. They go home and they can't wait to check who is being. That is why he sat down Mount and Havertz. That is why he did that. Otherwise, he would have brought them back. They listen. So let me tell you this. The only reason why Mount, for instance, was played incessantly last time was because the English media came after him. He did the same thing to Callum, and the English media didn't come after him, so Callum sat down. He disgraced, literally, took the shine of this Callum guy. He did the same thing to Abraham. So this coach, do not defend this coach in the name of God when it comes to being fair and playing the players where they are supposed to be and giving them actual chance for them to shine.
Can I talk now?
He only believes in going to
other teams. I want to come in.
He only
nobody else can talk. He just wants to talk. Nobody else can talk.
No. I mean, you get the chance to talk longer than I do.
Conclude.
But
then we're gonna go to Olamide, and then we're gonna change the topic. It's very uncomfortable topic because
this is something that we have to be honest with. When I am talking, okay, when I'm talking, you say that I just want to talk. I listened to you. I didn't interrupt. I let you finish, Bob.
Okay, you're finished now. You finished now.
You interrupted all the way.
Victor, you finish now.
No, please. I'm done. Because the thing is this.
Olamide, you are like the third person. Olamide, you are the third person.
Mr. Victor.
Too personal. And his facts has to be the only facts on earth. But when
Mr.
other people
Victor.
his facts is about them.
Okay.
Mr.
Olamide,
Victor.
just go. Don't attack anybody personally.
Listen, you are the one I wanted to talk to personally because if you are saying the coach is not this, is not that, as a coach, he's also human being like us. You see, but one thing I want you to understand is that you see Pep Guardiola doing well in Manchester City because they gave him what he requested for. Jurgen Klopp in Liverpool because they gave him what he requested for. How many players as coaches in Chelsea, not even only Tuchel, how many players that this is the player I want, and they have given direct the exact player that the coach requests for. It's either option B, option C, or option Z.
Oh, okay.
So when you are having bunch of options on ground, you think, okay, this option can be manageable, but this option I may not trust it. You see, that is that on that. But on Jorginho issue, I think if we were to have someone who can play better, because Jorginho, even apart from his mistakes, Jorginho is a player which can calm the football down, and he can also play. He's a team player. But just his strength, he makes us lose so many matches. You see, but what I'm saying is that if we can have a player who will play better, like let's say we have two of N'Golo Kante in Chelsea and Jorginho being the third person, do you think Jorginho will get first team in Chelsea?
Yeah, he might.
So if you are
nobody knows about it because.
So if you are blaming everything, you can't blame. See Mason Mount. Mason Mount is a midfielder. See where he's playing. He's playing in front, and it's because
Because
that place, there is nobody
listen,
who can play it, and the coach put you for there. He's doing his best, and he's doing it, performing well.
You have some
One
audio
of the best
issues.
players we have in Chelsea is Mason Mount.
Olamide, you have some microphone issues. Let me just try to make it make sense here. So you're saying that Thomas Tuchel is playing those players like Jorginho or Mason Mount in the wrong position because he doesn't have other players to replace them. He doesn't trust anybody because they are bad, literally. That's why they are playing. But why? How about like trying? Like, how do you know that everybody else is not good if you don't try? Because it's not that we are missing out on people. We can always try something different or adjust the setup. Okay, the structure also can allow somebody like Hakim Ziyech to do what he does best and allow Mason Mount to go back to the midfield. There are combinations that we also ask that we try, because you just don't assume it's going to fail without trying. So if you said Jorginho is there just because we are lacking people to do what he can do, and we keep on winning with Jorginho and creating more problems for ourselves, and then there is a problem. We have 25 players in the squad, and we can even get some few from the academy. So it's just the fear of trying. And if you don't try anything in life, nothing is going to happen to you. Even the guy who made the airplane, many people had to die, okay, in order to get the experiments. The experience, So
that's a great analogy.
So we're gonna have to crash somewhere somehow. Just try something different. So I understand your point of we don't have quality there, but we have this transfer window midfielder. We could have spent some money on a midfielder like kind of N'Golo Kante profile or somebody or De Jong or some, Sangare was there. The Mexican guy, I don't know, Martinez or whatever.
Alvarez.
We just went the last minute. We rushed the last minute instead of like.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yes, sir.
Bobby.
Do you want me to answer that?
Let Bobby answer to me. Let Bobby answer to me first.
What happened? You see, we're expecting a lot.
Mm-hmm.
These guys had a lot to do, and relatively little time to do it. They had the attack to sort out, they had the defense to sort out, and of course they had the midfield to sort out. Now, yes, it's very good to say in hindsight, and I believe you're right. I personally would have put some more emphasis on the midfield. But if you remember rightly, there was one time that we had Mr. Todd Bowley doing all the deals himself. And he's only one person. And that's why in the beginning, we could only do like one deal at a time. He was inexperienced. He didn't really know how to get about it. And he learned as he went along. Towards the end of the transfer window, he started having third parties, intermediaries help him. And that's why you found that he could do more than one deal at a time. Mm-hmm. The deal for Dennis Zakari was going on while we were going after Alvarez. It's just that, Alvarez was the priority. And when they probably would have got Alvarez if they had more time. But when they saw that Ajax was going to be stubborn and they had less than 24 hours to finish the deal, they went and landed. They went straight for the deal that they knew they could get on loan, which was Zakaria, who, mind you, Chelsea had been after 2 years ago. In fact, for 2 years, Zakaria was on the radar. It's just they couldn't get him. Okay. Just like Fofana. Fofana was on the radar, but they couldn't get him. Marina, yet again, couldn't pull that deal off.
Bobby, I'm not saying anything wrong here. I completely understand we didn't have time for that. I'm trying to answer to Olamide, who makes it look like just because we don't have anybody. My point is we could have had somebody there, or we have some other options to try. I understand the timing and the whatever. Next window, I'm telling you, we're going to get our businesses done on time.
Exactly.
We're going to get everything on time. Everybody's going to be in place. Who knows? Right now, we are already working on something. Go on. Yeah.
I will say this here, and I will assume that I understand where our brother Bobby is coming from. If I am wrong, he's more than willing to actually come in. But for me, my take this morning is about two things in particular. One is this, that myself and Bobby, if I have understood him clearly, since he's been talking about him, do not believe that the most important part of our game, which is the integral part of our game, which is the midfield, should be played by Mr. Jorginho.
No, he never defended Jorginho, though.
No. I know. That's what I'm saying. That's where we are both on the same page. The difference where he and I depart from each other is me believing that even if we have alternatives, this coach will not play them. He will still stick with Jorginho. Whereas Bobby thinks
yesterday he showed us that he can do it.
Hey, let me finish here.
Sorry for cutting you off. Oh, whoa! Oh my goodness!
There's a goal. Anthony has scored.
1-0, people. Anthony with a goal on his debut. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Oh man, 1-0 Manchester United. Anthony, what a debut, man.
I said, Man, you are going to win.
Why are you celebrating this?
No, I'm not celebrating. I am running a show.
Above us.
I am running a show. This show. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm running a show, and the title is Manchester United against Arsenal, and I have to put some fire, man.
You can celebrate. It's all good.
I'm not celebrating. I'm just saying.
Mr. Victor. How do you expect Arsenal to win all matches?
Oh my goodness!
Well, it's not over yet. It's only 35 minutes in the first.
I am just listen. I have to run my show, bro. Yeah, go on.
All right. But you were celebrating too much. This was almost like the goal that we saw in Barcelona and the reaction that we got from what is his name?
Gary Neville. No.
Gary Neville. That was your celebration here. That was too much. You were too over the top for this one. That's orgasm celebration.
The fourth official was celebrating with Ten Hag.
Oh my goodness, this is not good though. This is not good. Everybody's supporting Man U here. What is Arsenal supposed to do?
Yeah, I listen. I just wanted to notice.
Victor.
Anthony, let me finish.
Our world.
No, but I was in the middle of making my point.
The first start, and he scored a goal. What?
Yeah.
Mr. Victor.
No.
Did you expect Arsenal to win all the matches? This one is like Arsenal being at the top is like you suddenly found a baby goat, a small goat on top of a tree eating leaves.
But I know that Arsenal is not gonna finish the league on top. But I like to support teams that move the ball and they are very quick on it and they are doing well. I do not necessarily. I like football. I like great football, and it doesn't matter who's playing it. I am always after. Chelsea is my team, and I want Chelsea to always win. But I will support Man City if their football is a delight to watch. If their football is the essence of what the game is about. You don't support teams that are always lethargic on the ball. They don't move the ball forward. But anyway, I had a question for Bobby. I don't know if you answer or not because I think he's cross with me. But my question remains.
No, I'm listening.
Let me finish here. My question is coming. My question is, do you believe that because you seem to have faith in this manager, which for me he's still yet to prove, simply because the people he goes to, the personnel he goes to, the players he goes to, he relies on are not the personnel that will take us to the mountaintop. And regardless of the players that we get, if the style of play and the players that he employs or deploys to go and play them is the same, we are never going to win this league. What is your take on that?
Okay. Now,
that is a lot of
first
ifs.
thing I'll say
A
is
lot
that
of
this
ifs and
Arsenal
maybe.
that you're watching, can I answer him? This
Yeah, go
Arsenal
on.
that you're watching playing so well weren't always playing like this. That they persisted with Arteta, even to the point that he hasn't even got them into the top four. That they're stuck with. I don't even think they're playing Europa League either. So that's one. You need to give your managers time. Tuchel has shown that he can change and do things differently. He's played the flat back four. And it didn't work earlier on in the season because he didn't quite have the defenders to do that. He's mixed it up in the midfield now, and I know he will do more, especially when Zakaria comes back. I don't like his affiliation with Jorginho. Left to me, I wouldn't even play Jorginho. But what we also have to understand is that he's a human being. And sometimes coaches have these defects. They see something in a player that nobody else really sees or cares about. Every coach has it or wants. Let me tell you something. In world football today, there are not many elite coaches. He is definitely one of them. And if we have this, shall I say, privileged mentality that we can hire and fire and get rid of willy-nilly, I think that is what will destroy the club. The owners have put their faith in this man. Let me just finish. The owners have put their faith in this man, and I can assure you they're not going to get rid of him quickly. Give him the time he needs. He's got his players, number one. He needs to now be given that time to cook. Let him cook. I really believe that by the time this guy's finished, the kind of team Chelsea will have, everybody will be trembling whenever they know they're coming to play them, just like when he started. Just give him the time. Sometimes it will look rough, but when you're preparing a team like he is, it's not always going to look smooth. Look at Ancelotti. Ancelotti took a little while before he got his Real Madrid team to where he is now, when he got all his players together. Just give this guy the same time. He's only had, 5 games? I think we won't really see the proper Chelsea till about November.
Okay, the manager said, we're gonna build a team that nobody wanna play against.
That is what. He said that when he came on board, and since then he put his faith in people that were losing the game.
But we are building. Building is not gonna build one day.
Mr. Victor.
Yeah.
He said that, but with the hope that he will get what he requests for. But are we giving him what he really wants?
Yeah, I mean, and then that is the point. That's the point that I want to make. I want to make this point here. We are not talking about cheap change here. You know, it's like when coaches come to a team and they want to get what they really want. We are talking about in excess of 500 plus million pounds to just be thrown off because the investment was made before him and he doesn't like the
I want to add something quickly here to Mr. Olamide. Listen, Bobby just said that one of the elite coaches out there is Thomas Tuchel. He called him coach.
Exactly.
Let me finish. He called him coach. So if you're going to just give excuses on did we give him what he want, then you are not elite coach, because elite coach also is somebody who can also get the best out of certain players, who can transform you from zero to make you world class, improve just the way he did with Rudiger. So don't just go in one-sided of, okay, he need his players. I am against that. You're not going to get 100% of what you want all the time, but it's up to you. If you are elite coach, just like Bobby said, don't be only elite manager. Let me finish. Elite manager and elite coach is different. You coach people. You see some potential, you use that potential and take you to the next level. So he needs to show us that if we can't get him 25 players that he wanted in one window, and then show us that you can also coach and get the best out of certain players that we call dead wood. And let me tell you what, not everybody in that team is dead wood, starting by the structure. Only changing the structure can improve 50% of all the issues that we have now. Just watch. Change only the structure, you will see what I'm talking about. But just like any big man, they have big egos sometimes. They like to prove people that they are way or no way, my way or highway. And that sometimes can kill you, because you can do just a simple twist and get something, but because of egos, you don't tell me what to do. You just remain on your way and you hit the wall. That's what I can say. Not everybody there is poor, my brother. No, I'm not gonna
And
really.
Mr. Out.
And Paul has to come in to buttress my point here. But what I'm trying to say here is this: that we are not going to give him 25 new players. He has to work with the people and improve them. In fact, there was a saying that the commentator in America here that said that they used to run it around on XM channel, and I listen to them every morning. He said, "Look at the Tuchel. What attacking player has he improved since he came to Chelsea? In fact, if you think about it, all of them have regressed. All of them. And Mount was doing very well under Lampard, regressed a bit. Even though last year he was the man of the player of the year. Kai was doing very well in Germany. Okay, nice in a new country, but he's regressed a bit. He doesn't score goals as much. And not to talk about Lukaku's and the Werners and the rest that had to return to where they came from. This coach doesn't coach players. Can you tell me why somebody like Loftus-Cheek, before his injury, could shoot every now and then? I have never seen Loftus-Cheek shoot the ball the many chances he's gotten already this year. So what is he telling these boys? So that's why I'm saying that for me, he might just improve us. Of course, Chelsea will not allow him, because if he loses 3 or 4 games in succession, he will be compelled by the media alone because of the investment to make changes. And so he would do that. If he was left to his own way of doing things, he might just not necessarily take any word. Because in Chelsea, the media and the way the fans react because of the investment alone forces the manager's hand every now and then. You cannot help it. But left to him alone, it's a problem. That is why I keep saying that, for me, the jury is out. He might succeed. He might bring Zakaria in, and if Zakaria is amazing and everybody's talking about him, that will mean that he will sit Jorginho down until the last 15 minutes of games, and then maybe it will be proven that Zakaria will take us to the promised land. It might happen. But now, when he talked incessantly last year about the fact that we want to be a team that nobody wants to play against, he was thinking about Jorginho and Kovacic, who are not excellent Premier League players. And they are still there. Those 2 players are still there. And he still wants to go back to them. So that is where the problem is. If
all right, let's listen from Olamide, please. Will be good. Olamide.
Mr. Yes, sir. What you were saying now, I get it. You have your point. But where me too I'm coming from is that even if it's Pep Guardiola or Jurgen Klopp who comes to Chelsea without having the right material for their system, it will never work. It will never work. You imagine that you are going to buy, let's say, a shoe for, they tell you maybe this shoe is $1,000, this is the original, and there is a fake one which is $200, and you leave the $1,000, you buy the $200 one. When if the shoe spoils, whose fault? It's your fault. It's because if the coach were supported with the team board, with the owner of the team, with everyone giving him what he wants, as Man City people are doing, Man City management, they are doing for Guardiola.
But the problem is, my brother,
we will see the best.
Those are very, very easy comparison to do, but you forget how many years it took them to change the entire team. It's not going to change the entire team the same window. This window, we actually got more than 6 players. So we have you have also to say, in the meantime, while you are waiting for your team, you can still get something out of some players instead of like leaving them aside or
exactly. So for me, my point is very quick here. For me, I feel like we have to let this man really use the players that we have and improve them and make them try and go forward, because a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money, and we have to give him time. I understand that. Nobody is saying that Tuchel will be fired anytime soon. That is not what I'm advocating here. I am saying that we have to, and I'm sure that's what all fans do, we have to be skeptical, because at the moment, he seems to still, even with the players that we procure...
Or probably let's be just positive instead of skeptical, because you never know. Probably he's going to change. Probably... The last time he also was on the stand, just like any of us, because he wasn't allowed to be on the bench and coach. He was there. He saw what we see. And I believe that him seeing the game just like a fan standing there watching the game, he made a clear idea about Jorginho and about other players. Like, probably Jorginho need to sit on the bench a little bit.
He says they are being bullied.
That's why he was on the bench. Of course, he came on and he tried. We almost lost the game, but not only him. It's the entire structure. Football is about the entire team helping each other. But I understand the individuals also will cost you a lot. But
and Olamide, let me say this real quick here. If you brought in Pep and the rest, right?
It's halftime, people. Halftime here. 1-0 to Manchester United. Anthony has arrived officially, people. First start for United. First goal. And that is going to be big headline everywhere that everybody else in the world is supposed to be scoring on their debuts. But it doesn't happen that way. You know what I mean? There is some kind of norms here that if you start a game and you have to score. Herbert is from Manchester United. Let's listen to him and we're going to go back to Victor. Herbert, congratulations. 1-0. You are cooking. Talk to me.
No, I will not say we are cooking. I think what we have seen is United's ability to defend. I think that's what's been impressive so far. Apart from that, we still can't do much with the ball. I mean, I still don't see any patterns or, player style of play, but that will come in time.
Are you becoming slowly and surely like Chelsea fans here? You complain about everything. You winning. You complaining about the game.
No. I'm not complaining. I just want to move out the negatives. Look, when Tuchel came in for us, he improved the defense first. That's where you have to build your, when you come in as
that's the way it is. You build your defense first.
Yeah, I am praising United. I'm saying, like, off the ball, we are looking very good, and this is what he told when he came into United, that after we lost to Bentford 4-0, he said that first thing we have to improve is not with the ball, but off the ball. So in that case, we have done well. But I would still like to, since we are playing at home, I would like to do something much more on the ball. Like right now,
come on, bro. For me, I would take just 3 points. For me, 1-0, close the shop. Take 3 points. Arsenal, you win them mentally, you destroy them mentally. You take 3 points, that's it. You continue building, bro.
I will be happy with the 3 points, definitely. But look, I mean, Anthony has got his debut goal. He looks good. Every time he gets the ball. I mean, I can't remember the last time he had a converted winger. I don't even remember last. I can't remember a left-footed player playing on the right. That's how long it has been for United. So it's nice to see someone coming in. He took his goal well. At the moment, he looks like very eager to impress. He's trying 60 yards chip and trying to, I don't have a problem with that. But again, we have to play the game. I think Arsenal's best player has been Gabriel Jesus. I mean, he's so annoying, man. I can't believe he went for 45 million. He's so good with the ball. You can ping the ball from 50 yards and he'll just trap it. And you can build off attack from that. And we don't have that. We have that because Martial is injured. So if Arsenal can make a third man run, they can really open up United's defense. So I think that ball to Jesus has to be stopped. But I will take the 3 points now.
Yeah. You take 3 points and you move, bro. Move to the next.
I think some fans are interested in also having great football, It's not only about the points.
But in this case...
Point is very important in football because you may play all the whole football in the world, but once you don't win, you don't get your point, you are down.
Okay, let me ask you something, Mr. Victor. Are you so let's say you play your tiki-taka in the final of the Champions League and you lose it, or you prefer play boring football and nick a goal, get a trophy? You just choose.
No, what I'm saying is that inherent in a great football are also goals. I'm not saying that, how do we feel if our side is completely shambolic and then we steal a goal? Fine. Nobody will think about how we played a year down the line. But it will follow us in the sense that our football is not exciting to watch. I feel like we have to also demand that we have great football to watch. As fans, you yourself used to play, and I think you will appreciate great football in addition to the goals and, of course, the points that it results in.
Mr. Peter, Mr. Victor, sorry. Please, do you know what entertains fans more is when you win trophy. When you are winning, when you win game, no matter how your football pattern is, so far you are winning. Your fans are okay with you.
No, I think trophy is just a moment. But if your style of play and you play great football, it's an entire season. I mean, look at how City fans feel. Even when they lose games, they trust in their style because the style is a winning method. The structure is a winning structure. The way they play football is palatable to their fans. They enjoy watching them play all the time.
I understand that, but I would take a trophy, bro. I would take a Champions League trophy.
They didn't win the Champions League. This is why I'm saying this. They didn't win the Champions League, right? They didn't win the Champions League, but their playing style has endured. The following year, they got close to finals, and we did not, because their playing style will always get you close. Everybody thought that our Champions League was one-off, but everybody thinks that Man City would definitely win the Champions League because their style and the way they play and the personality.
Yeah, you can keep waiting, and Yaya Toure put a curse on them. You can wait, man. You can wait.
You see, Mr. Victor, on that, you can be get close to the final, playing beautiful football, and there's someone who's playing boring, who just come and overtake you again, win the trophy.
Mourinho used to say, "You don't play a final, bro. You win a final.
You win it.
I don't care.
You win it.
I can enjoy some tiki-taka, beautiful football here and there. At the end of the day, bring me a trophy, bro. That's it.
You know, their playing style is what
the celebration at the end is what is very important.
Yeah.
The playing style is what win you leagues because it's consistent. You see how many leagues they've won? I mean, Champions League is a one-off game. It's a cup game. You play 13 games. As opposed to 38.
But they never won Champions League before.
No, they will win. They will win. No doubt about it. Because their playing style endures. The people that he employs are people that can actually play very well in the Premier League, get close to the top every year. Now they've won 4 out of the 5 leagues the last time.
Mr. Victor.
Okay, let listen from Herbert because he's gonna go back and watch the game. So because this show was all about Manchester United, Arsenal. So Herbert, what do you need to do in the second half now to see this game out? Do you think Arsenal can come back to this game?
Yeah, I mean, I come back. It's not like it isn't like we haven't been tested. I still fear that midfield. You know, it is getting a bit overrun. Last year he has been good recently, but he's clearly a bit struggling on that left-hand side.
Yeah, he got undone a few times.
What United have to do is the same thing which they have done in the last 3 games. You know, cherish defending this 1-0 lead. And you guys were debating about style of play versus trophies. I mean, look, I think it's different with Chelsea fans because Chelsea fans, you have been you've been blessed with trophies in the last 30 years, and United haven't won anything in the last 10 years. Apart from a Europa League. So at the moment, I would take a good style of play over trophies right now because it will be more sustainable. And hopefully, second half, we can see a bit more of that, something on the ball, good football, rather than just defending this 1-0 lead. So, but yeah, 3 points is all we need right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Albert.
Yeah, go on.
Listen, I want to plead you for something. If you have the number to your players, your team, please call them and to try and maintain this one. Even if they can't score more, they should try and get the points for me, because to me, I don't want anything which way. I don't want more points ahead of Chelsea while we are having problem right now.
Yeah, but what you have to understand is that if you play great football, you win. Most of the time you do.
Not every great football you win. What if you enjoy football from first minute, at the end of 90 minutes, then you started crying? See, when you play Man City, they play fine football against Chelsea. That was last 2 seasons, and Chelsea played horrible ball, and we won. Who were happy at the end of
we won we don't win the Champions League, but as Chelsea fans, look at where we have been since that game. We have deteriorated. We have gone down, whereas City keeps winning the league. And you can tell that the way they play and the kind of game they play, and their style will take them to the Champions. There's no doubt in my mind that they will break the curse. Whoever put the curse on them, they will break it because it is just a law of averages. It's just law of averages. You cannot play this well and lose finals all the time. It is not happening. You know what I mean? You will break it, even if you take a few more years, because it is a good style of play. Period.
So this season, if they don't win, it's gonna be really, really shameful. They have Haaland there. The guy is in another level. He already scored 10 goals, bro. 10 goals in the Premier League in 6 games. 6 games. So let's wait and see if something is going to happen. Yeah. Oh,
I think they will win.
Do you think this season they're gonna win it?
I think this year is their year. I think this year is their year.
Every year we've been saying that for the last 5 years.
No, but they didn't have the focal point. Haaland can give you goals that they dare not dream about the last couple of seasons. Haaland is giving them goals from angles that they did not dream about. That's why they play the so-called false 9. Now they do have a 9. And that is not to say that their false 9 method is gone. They also have that. So Haaland has added another dimension to their play, which it gives them a lot of opportunities to score, in fact.
Boss.
Oaks,
But
can you keep
Manchester City were having someone who were far better than Haaland.
Bobby wanted to ask something. Yeah?
Can you keep this video and keep it to your archives?
Yeah, everything
I'm always
is said.
very cautious when people talk in absolutes. They end up wrong.
Yeah, and we're
So
gonna
we've
remind
got an
them.
absolute
I'm
here.
gonna clip them and remind them. Yeah.
Let's keep this video because I think
Mr. Victor.
a video that would bring me.
Lesson number
Victor.
1 in life: never talk in absolutes. Nothing is absolute. Even science will tell you that.
Yeah.
No, science tend to be absolute though. Science say aerodynamics means that the plane will fly if you give it more wind, and and the air goes behind. Science normally tends to be a little bit more up to the point. They are not
Science
absolute in the
talks
sense
about
that
laws.
No,
There are
science is about
certain
facts.
laws that
It's
apply,
about facts, though. Laws and facts. And those facts
but
and
nothing
laws,
is absolute.
yeah, but it's not absolute when it's unproven. Science is determined by evidence, and they have evidence to prove it, and it becomes fact. So therefore, you cannot say that it's not absolute. It's absolute.
I'm gonna serve you. I'm gonna clip you guys when I will start making videos and tell you. You see, this is what you say and compare people. So the game is about to restart here between Arsenal and Manchester City. 1-0. Anthony scored on his debut, which is good. Not everybody is gonna do the same because it's gonna be comparison. I see on social media people talking about Anthony scored more goals than Mason Mount already. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. So much going on meme here. Doesn't mean that everybody needs to be Anthony. That was his day. But
Ronaldo scored when he came back. He scored 2 goals actually that day. When he came back, he scored for them.
So it doesn't mean that anybody that will come back is gonna score.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
That's the problem. It's not some kind of exact science or something.
Mr. Please, I have some question I have something to tell Mr. Victor.
Yeah, go on.
Mr. Victor, are you listening?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm here.
You were talking about Haaland. Because now they have Haaland. Now this is a very good striker and they can win the Champions League with Haaland in. Manchester City were having someone who were far better than Haaland. A match winner, like who will win the match
Talking about Aguero?
but himself. But still they couldn't win it.
Who are you talking
So,
about?
Aguero? Are you talking about
I'm
Aguero?
talking about Aguero, Sergio Aguero. He's far better than Haaland when we are talking
Oh,
of
far
striker.
better. We don't know.
No.
Let wait.
No.
They are not the same.
I'm
First
telling
of
you,
all, first of all,
everything
they are not the same
everything is
players.
in Aguero. Aguero is a great striker. You can't compare Aguero to Haaland. Haaland is just coming. He's trying though, but I'm not doubting him. But you can't compare Haaland to Aguero.
Are you serious?
When Aguero
Yeah,
was
first of
Aguero,
all, they
he was there.
are. First of all, they are not the same players. They are very, very different kind of players. Give me a few seconds. I think I lost something on the screen. Yeah. So first of all, Aguero and okay, the second half just started, people. We are here for 45 more minutes and see what is going to happen. Arsenal are gonna try to get a goal. Manchester United are gonna try to defend and also try to score another goal so they can be secure. So let's see who is going to win. So I wanna go back to the Aguero thing. What I say, him and Haaland have completely different kind of strikers. The other one is more, slash number 10, number 9, false 9, not like a proper target man. And Haaland is just a proper, really target man. And I see Guardiola like twisting his system and to allow that kind of profile. Many people, yeah, go on.
Yeah, and when he can, he also goes back to what he already knows. That's what the thing is, that he gives them a different way to score. And if that doesn't work, he can revert back to the way he used to play when he didn't have a target man. This is when you know a coach is versatile in his approach when it comes to actually finding different ways to win. Somebody said the other day that Tuchel's approach is one method. Make sure you build a five at the back, even when you're at home, and even when the team can actually be on the back foot. Just don't change the way you play at all. So our players don't know what else to do when the system changes, especially when it's mid games. When it's mid game,
yeah, we need to work on few plans.
Exactly.
Like plan A, plan B. Just even in the middle of the game, something doesn't work with what we're trying to do. You switch to something else. That also we need to work on that.
I think a lot of this, it's good to be to have objective criticism of a coach, but I think the criticism of Tuchel is excessive. I've seen Arteta come up with some real dreadful stuff. I've seen Guardiola do the same thing. I've seen Klopp do the same thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes managers need to go through these periods, and this is how they start to perfect their craft. Mm-hmm. You don't start perfection from the point of perfection. Sometimes your journey to perfection goes through a number of errors. Tuchel needs to be given a chance. It's a lot of absolute, where I disagree. I mean, Victor thinks I have something with it. I got nothing with you, man. But I disagree with a lot of your points because I don't think they're very
Nothing is absolute, yeah.
Yeah,
so extreme.
You're talking
but
you're talking like Man City have won the Champions League already. Let me tell you, yes, they have a very good chance, but you can't say that they're going to win it. I've seen Dortmund had an extremely good team. They got to the Champions League final twice, back to back, and lost. The Dutch national team went to back-to-back World Cup finals. They were the best team in the world, and they lost. So, you can't say that. And I'm interested with the certainty with which you speak about things is, to me, it's bizarre because life is strange. Look at what happened over COVID. Look at this time last year, we had Abramovic as our owner. Nobody ever knew that before the end of the season, he would be sanctioned and he'll have to give up the club that was the love of his life. Anything can happen in life. That's why you don't speak in absolutes. And you sound like a mature man, and I'm just surprised that you would even be saying that, especially in football. That's why I told...
because you made a lot of points there, and I have to retort that because of the simple reason that I have never on this channel spoken in absolute about anything except that I have said that Manchester City is going to win this league. That is what almost every pundit in the world, not just in City, if every pundit in the world, every person that knows football, when they are put on a knife, can actually make a prediction based on what we see today. Yes, of course it can change. Nobody is saying, I have never spoken in absolutes on this channel. Never, in the sense that this is what is going to happen, by hook or crook. I don't speak like that. That means that you have not really ever really listened to me. I have almost all the time. I'm the skeptical one. How can the skeptical one be the one that can speak in absolutes when I am the one who is always having to find a fault somewhere because they are missing links that needs to be fixed? I don't speak like that. But put that on the side. That means that you have not listened to me. But moving forward, with Manchester City, if you were asked to say who will win this Champions League, you can only base on who has assembled a great squad, who plays in a way that gets them there all the time. You can, with certainty, sometimes say Madrid, for instance, will win the Champions League. Why? Because of the history, because of the way they've played. They've won 13 or 14 times, whatever. City has not won. But I just said today that City has a chance of winning because they always get there. And it just take only one game. It is a one-off game that they've lost. They play well all year. They win their internal, or they win their leagues left and right. Like it's come to them as day follows night. So they have a chance of winning. That's what I was basing my argument on. I have not measured anything absolute. I have not said they are going to definitely win, but I said they had a chance of winning. They have a chance of winning.
We also have a chance of winning. Why are you not bringing Chelsea in the conversation? We can surprise people this year again, and boom, another Champions League coming to the bridge.
Why is our win a surprise? And theirs is much more of an assurance.
Well, there has been for like 6 years.
Mr. Victor.
Yeah, Olamide.
Look at Real Madrid last season.
Yeah.
Man City play better than them, but Madrid end up winning the Champions League. So playing better does not determine, does not giving you chance. I understand you, but what I'm saying is that you play fine football. It's not their fine football; it's their finishing. They are tactical. If they play fine football, but they are not tactical enough to score goals, there will be nothing for them. Even when they are playing small team, you can play all the position in the world, but still nothing will come up for you. Who play tiki-taka more than Barcelona? But what have they done since how many seasons they go now?
Yeah, but our tiki-taka didn't have an end to it. I mean, when Barcelona was at the height of their tiki-taka, they had also Messi and all these other people that can put the ball in the net. We didn't have that. But that is a side point. What I'm trying to say is that I am not against necessarily the way Chelsea does things. I am not speaking in the sense that Chelsea is going to be a bad team, even though we invested a lot of money. I am willing, as a fan, as somebody that can speak about our game, to give the coach a chance. The coach is not going to go anywhere. But if we are going to say that the coach has to be given a chance, 1 minute, Tuchel is a world-class coach, which means he's amendable. He can actually see the kind of players he has and work with them to achieve success. The other minute is like, he's not really necessarily do. So the people that really have hope in him do not necessarily question anything he does necessarily, because he needs to be given time. Even though he just didn't walk into the team. He has been with us for a while. He knows the players. He's worked with them for a while. So that's where my argument comes from. I just feel that his style, I am not talking about even anything about the man, or his style is still out in the woods for me. It really, his style is not a style that can take us to the promised land, unless, to me, he changes. Even with the players we have, not wait for another window.
Yeah, people, let me report something here. Bukayo Saka is coming back from an injury. I always don't like to see players injured, and people are gonna accuse me of being an Arsenal fan here because I care about Bukayo Saka. But listen, you don't want to wish anybody to get injured or something. So let me say here, like 55 minutes in my location, still 1-0. Arsenal trying to push because they have no choice. They have to score if they want to win. So far, Manchester United been a little bit conservative. I don't blame them, but also trying to take some counter and try to nick the second goal. So when Ronaldo comes, I think everybody is going to be tired by that time, and he still has some juice from the bench, and he will try to score a golazo. Who knows? So this is funny. Statman Dave say Anthony start this in the league this season. He scored against PSV. He assisted against Fortuna. That was back in Holland. He scored another goal against Groningen. And then today... Groningen. Okay, so he scored a game, another goal today against Arsenal, and I know he's just being funny here. He says 100 million was too cheap for Anthony. So I think it's just a banter, but he knows that it was a little expensive though. And Brighton have now won 4 of their opening 6 Premier League games. Only Arsenal 5 have won more. Wow, the Seagulls are doing something this season, people. Keep your eye open. This Porter guy, I would like to see him in the England national team one day. But it's gonna be a waste of talent. If you sign somebody so talented like this Graham Porter to a national team, where he needs just to sit there and wait for very boring international break to be with the players for a few weeks, and then his talent is gonna be not really discovered. I would like him to continue like in the club level, where you have to coach, you have to be there every single day in training, improve. I think that is going to be good for him at the moment. I don't want to see him as a national coach somewhere. Graham Potter, very, very good. Because you know what? English players or English managers are not really valued. Like people, I don't know why people try to always hate them. But when you have a bright, young manager like him, you have to say, you have to appreciate them, regardless of his nationality. This Graham Potter is one of the best out there. And let me see. Just reading something, people, else, so we can just have time to drink some water and come back to the debate of Jorginho. And that's so I'm gonna have to report what's going on
United
here.
is not playing very well.
So far, Marcus Rashford is the captain today. Look at that. No, he's not the captain.
Taylor is out.
Huh?
Anthony is out.
Anthony is taken off, and Cristiano Ronaldo is coming on, people. Number 21. Number 21, Anthony De Santos is out. Ronaldo Cristiano is coming on. And it's 58th minute in my location. Let's see what is going to happen. Reading here, because I'm sick and tired of AFTV right now. I can't watch them anymore because they already won the title. They already won the Europa League, the Champions League, the World Cup. They already won like 1,000 trophies already this season.
No, but us, be fair. If we had won our first 5 games, that's what the Chelsea fans would say.
But we that is a Chelsea thing. We win, so it's not gonna be so special like them. Remember last season they were struggling at the bottom after 3 games. They don't win often. They beat us in the whatever FA Cup final. But you know what I mean. That when you don't win often and you try to win something, you make it look like so special. For them now it's like the Champions League. Even if they are not there, they won it. African Cup of Nations, they won it. Copa America, they won it. Libertadores, they won everything. Like now, it's you can't even drink water. Content after content is so much hype, and they have to come back. Yeah, come down, okay? Come down to the reality, bro. Come down.
We need a habit. We need a habit, and they are beginning to work on that habit. It's a habit that they are beginning to really inculcate.
For us, it's not special. For us, winning is what we do. Okay. So
I want to call you people attention to one thing about Arsenal. This guy Bukayo Saka have got injured in the match, and which is one of
Arsenal 1-1.
When your style of play is good,
1-1.
you always have a chance.
Bukayo Saka just scored. 60 minutes. 60 minutes played. Let me finish reporting to the people watching. 1-1 Bukayo Saka, and the game is officially on. Cristiano Ronaldo on, and then all of a sudden they concede. That is going to be the headlines over there, that he doesn't defend and all the theories. But man, 1-1 people, game on. Officially The game is on. Oh my goodness. So I didn't celebrate before somebody accused me of celebrating, but I have to report. I have to do my job. Let me do my job. Whoa, Golasso, because that's what I'm supposed to do. What do you expect me to do? So yeah, game on, people. Yeah, go on.
Okay. Yeah, what I was trying to say is that if you check history of Arsenal, since the problem they used to have in the team is injury problem. When they started, if Arsenal has no injury problem, they always play fine, they play better, they win matches. But when maybe beginning of the season or middle of the season or towards the end, you will see that many of their players will go to injury, will go on injury. Why they have to use a bunch of kids or a bunch of people who are not playing before. Now they will be losing many matches. I think if they can work on that, I think it will help them this season.
I have so much
because
to worry. I have so much to worry about my own team that's worrying about their injuries. Listen, I have too much to worry about my own injuries at Chelsea than worrying about this Arsenal. Look at us now, okay? Look at us now. Kante can't stay fit.
That is my main problem.
Can't stay fit. You're gonna see Ruben. You know, it's gonna get knocks here and there. So I mean, I have so much to worry, bro. I don't care. It is what it is. It's part of football, and that's it. You know what I mean?
N'Golo Kante is the only one player that I want. If every other player can go to injury, I always want the guy to be fit because he's the heart of the team. If we have N'Golo Kante in team, it's easy for us to win game. But without him, the rest are shambolic.
So why don't we go for profiles like him? That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like we all know.
Yes, this is. Okay, this is when you are talking. You are saying what I've been saying since morning. If the coach said this is the player that I want, did they give him the player? Look at the profile picture. This in Man City, they always go for a profile player.
So are you blaming the board for not giving him what he wants? What is your point?
I'm not talking about this Tuchel alone. Even Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, all our coaches, and Chelsea fans want immediate answer. You understand me? We have to give them.
We are getting immediate answers from Conte, and he came there like 6 months ago. I mean, they are ahead of us in terms of the. And I know he got players, but that's the same thing we did for Tuchel. But he identified the players that will make him work. Tuchel, I don't know. He doesn't talk about these players. He doesn't talk about the players he wants and why. He doesn't. We don't even know the kind of players that Tuchel wants. Whereas Conte talks to you in some degree of
Arsenal
the kind of
are pushing people. I'm afraid of Manchester United need to be very careful now. Arsenal are really dangerous at the moment.
Yeah,
and
the style has changed.
The power just shifted immediately here.
When you have a style, you have a style.
This guy, 64 minutes in my location. He's just talking. Listen,
it's true, but it's a style.
Yeah, listen, Jose Mourinho. I think you were going to have a problem with Jose Mourinho because Jose Mourinho at some point. He won't care even about the style. He will care about getting 3 points at some point. But he had a style, of course. But
and that is why
when he doesn't have really enough players, or we just at the beginning of the season or something, who cares? He's just gonna win the game and then move on.
But that's why as a coach, because he was not evolving as a coach. You see how the sun is setting on his style. And he's not considered as an elite right now anymore, because his style, you have to be able to make sure the style changes with the times, like all the elite coaches do, based on the players you have, the kind of league you are playing in, and what is available to you. You know, that's what you as a coach is supposed to do. Your style is very important. Structure is very important to make sure you win games, even when you are down. Like Arsenal was down right now, but Arsenal has completely changed the game, and they are in control. They are not they are not afraid, even though they are playing at Old Trafford, you know, and they are in control of the entire game because their style is working most of the time, not all the time, unless Bobby accuses me of
Whoa! 2-1. 2-1. Manchester United, sit down. 2-1 Manchester United. 66 minutes in my location, people. The game is getting crazier and crazy. This was against the run of this game. Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah, I was against the run of
wait. Don't celebrate too quickly. The VAR got involved in this one. Wait.
It might be an offside, yeah.
Yeah, let's wait and see what's going to happen. Yeah, don't celebrate yet, people. Forget about everything that I just said. Just let's wait. This one could be something else. The VAR got involved, people, and we are waiting for. Oh,
it's a goal.
Is it a goal?
Yeah, I think it's a goal. It was way behind the players.
We have to wait, though. Let's wait for the decision to be.
Yeah, I think it was way behind the players. So.
Yeah, it stand. The goal stands. 2-1.
It's a goal.
It's a goal. Yeah.
Mr. Victor.
Yeah.
So now you see power of winning game than power of playing game.
But it's sad though. It's sad though.
Yeah,
listen.
That is a good point, though.
No. Let me come in here.
Sorry. Let me report something very quickly. Jadon Sancho is coming off, and Fred is coming. You see, this is technical change here because they want to reinforce the midfield.
Wait, so Man United is ahead.
Yes.
Did they score?
They scored.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, 2-1 Manchester United, and Jadon Sancho is out now.
And this time,
Arsenal's playing better than them.
Yeah. Also, didn't scream that he's been screaming when Manchester scores.
Me?
Yeah, I know.
You.
But Chelsea fans should be happy.
Yeah, for
should be happy if the FA don't stitch us up tonight. We've got ourselves within touching distance of the people at the top. But I can assure you they'll probably try and stitch us up by saying that the Mendy foul wasn't a foul.
Yeah, are they gonna take it off? Are they gonna take it 2 points off us or something? Are we gonna get punished?
They sent it to the panel for review. It's gone to the panel for review. Yes.
No way.
Yeah. No. What I think is that even if they review it, the point has been given already. There is nothing to do about it.
That will be unprecedented.
So because we are not the referee, we are not the one who give the final. Referee have the final decision, and once the point has been given, it has been given. No matter it's just to correct the referee mistakes in case of next time.
I hope so.
I hope
but
so
even
too.
Then, they conveniently forgot the hair pull of Cucurella, and even in that same game, they forgot the jiu-jitsu neck tackle on Thiago Silva by Anthony.
Thiago Silva, exactly.
So it's all very, very biased and skewed anti-Chelsea nonsense. But we live with it. We've been living with it for years.
Yeah.
One thing I believe is that it's like in England, the elite in England, they don't really like Chelsea.
Why would you say that?
Because we got.
I know. You see, that is how I see it. Because so many times, even yesterday, I was surprised when the referee
goes against us.
When I was surprised when the referee gave us the ball as like it's a foul. See, I was totally surprised that I didn't expect it, because many of the time it goes against us.
No. We just had a decision go for us, and we are still the ones that are being treated unfairly. Come on, the decision recently went for us. It washes
out of
100%,
80% used to go against us.
1 out of 1,000.
Always washes out. These games, these things, you don't get one game, and you get one the other game. In the course of 38 games, it balances out, and then you feel like you got some and you didn't get some. They didn't like us early, last 10 years or so, last 15 years because of Abramovic's money, because they thought that he bought the league. But if we want to prove them wrong, then let's prove them wrong by continuing to win even without him. And for me, the best way of retaliating or actually getting back at people is doing the job on the field and doing it right, because it will be just one or two decisions. If you do it right, most of the time it will go for you, because your footballers are amazing. I believe that
Victor, you know the hypocrisy and all this stuff that they do to us? Everybody buys the league. Real Madrid, Barcelona. Look what Barcelona is doing now.
PSG,
mortgaging themselves to try and buy the league.
PSG,
Man United, everybody buys the league.
Does. You know, Bayern Munich.
PSG, Man City, Bayern. You know, but if Chelsea spend a penny, it's
a problem.
Becomes crime of the century. Okay, we've spent more money than anybody else this transfer window because we've had to. But nobody talks about the net spend. Net spend, we're about 9th. If you take our net spend, we've spent less than everybody. There are 8 other Premier League teams that have got a higher net spend than Chelsea. But they don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Drive safely, Bobby. Drive safely.
Yeah, it's okay. I got you on my speaker, although my family, they think I'm crazy because all I ever do is talk about Chelsea. But you know, they know that's me. That's what I love. Listen, I hear that Reece James, his contract is what, $225K a week.
I'm not too sure.
And the same will be for Mason Mount. Has anybody heard that?
I heard that. I heard that.
You see enough?
I heard that it was going to be around that figure for these two when they renew their contract, especially with James, because James now is informed, and when you are informed, sometimes it actually influences your contract. So he's getting the contract at the right time. It might just be around that 225. I don't know about Mount. I haven't heard anything.
I think they deserve it, but do not be surprised if another kid is knocking the door and asking the same money. But you have to deserve it. Yeah, go on, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean they're
breaking a little bit, bro. Bobby, you are breaking because you are driving. So probably when you arrive where you're going, then you can call back because we can't hear you. A little bit audio.
Yeah.
We have some audio issue with Bobby, so he's when he arrives, probably home.
Also, you want to report to people all the changes that Arsenal is making?
Yeah, Nketiah is on, Zinchenko is out, and then what else? And let me see. Yeah, many changes. Smith Rowe also is on, and the other guy, Martin Odegaard, is out. So yeah, they're gonna continue to push. It's only like 16 minutes left in my location.
You see how you said that when a substitution comes in, he needs at least 10 minutes to really get used to the pace of the game. So if you are judging by that, it means that these subs that have been made are not going to affect the game at all.
I didn't say totally. Like, because people expect at Chelsea, I'm talking more about Chelsea expecting you come on, you score immediately. That tells you that, yeah, you can get to the pass of the game, but you can also be the right place, the right time, and you score immediately. But it shouldn't be a rule on when you get there, you have to make an impact immediately. That is overall the way I see it when I played a little bit of football. But it doesn't mean that you don't affect the team immediately. But it means it takes time for you to build to that. Yeah.
Especially when we are talking about Chelsea's players. I really don't. I feel like there are so many when we talk about how effective we can be, right? The successful teams, especially the ones that are able to run over us and run on top of us like Leeds did, tends to be physical, fast. They are fast. And I feel like that is where we have a problem with Chelsea, because we don't have. Is there a goal? You want to report on that? Maybe
looks like it's a goal. Manchester United 3-1. So I don't want to celebrate because I will be accused. So 3-1, people. Wait. Review. VAR got involved.
VAR again.
Have they reviewed every goal now?
Every goal now,
Yeah, you can't even celebrate anymore nowadays. So, but it's Golasso that's been reviewed by the VAR people. We have to wait.
Oh, Lord.
It could be 3 people.
Now VAR is on duty.
The pass is not offside, but Eriksen might have been offside.
That is going to be taken off. I don't think it's going to be given. United are winning anyways, but who knows? Probably Sir Alex Ferguson is in that VAR room. So
maybe it's not at office today.
Yeah. And my point I was making before the goal thing, right? We need to work on the physicality of our players. It's a problem.
Exactly.
And Pulisic can be Pulisic anytime he wants when he joins the US national team.
The goal was given. People is 3.
Oh, God. Pulisic can be Pulisic anytime he's with American team, because his region here, he can always run around with people. But in the European League, he's beginning to be ineffective, especially also because the coach hasn't found a good place for him to play. He is a winger, fine. But is he playing from the left or is he playing from the right? Because when he plays from the right, then he doesn't cut back in.
Arsenal have been destroyed, people. Sorry, Victor. Like I said, I will be cutting you, not being impolite here. But when I have to report, because I have to keep up with the show. So it's 78 minutes in my location. 3-0. Oh, 3-0? 3-1 to Arsenal, people. And it looks like, yeah.
Oh, so you really want Manchester United to win today?
No,
you even gave them
1-0. Yeah, I took one.
If you are looking for someone who wants Manchester United to win, I'll be the one.
Listen, first of all, my prediction is on the water. I said United to win 2-1. So I was crossing my fingers so I can get at least one prediction right this season. And then it's already 3-1. So I'm not happy about that. But United winning means Arsenal are gonna just come down a little bit. Like I said, it's been too much. You can't even watch them anymore because they won everything already before the start of the season. In pre-season, they beat us 4-0. They celebrated for 2 weeks just like if they won the World Cup. So I wanted them really gunned down today. The Gunners gunned down. You see what I'm trying to say?
So, a lot of people said that their first 5 games were not really troubling. Now they are facing real teams. And they face United at the wrong time because United is coming to form right now. They're going to be above us though. Be careful what you wish for. So now we are going to go down to 6. Now the issue with Arsenal is that if they had won this game, they would be getting closer and closer to the place where, if they had won this game, they would have won a real game away in Old Trafford, and that would have really catapulted them to a status where they would start to believe, because they would have been tested.
Yeah, so somebody said that McTominay is playing anti-football. Listen, he's effective, he's walking, he's physical, and he give everything on that pitch, regardless of what you say. That's why coaches loves McTominay. Only us, the new generation, we like those flicks and this and that. You need somebody who can do the dirty work, okay? Who can go to fight like physically. And McTominay is one of those players. Say whatever you want. So Casemiro is coming on to close the shop, and Rashford is out, people. United still leading 3-1 at Old Trafford, but let's be honest, beautiful football sometimes don't pay off because Arsenal were playing beautifully, but the result doesn't really reflect everything. It's about getting 3 points at the end, Mr. Victor. Mr. Pod is in the house. Say hi to us.
Getting 3 points. That is the point. That is the issue. Getting 3 points is more important. Not about your beautiful football or whatever.
After you play beautiful football, you laugh, you smile, you do whatever. At the end, you cry.
But the business...
And they say who laugh best.
Okay, Mr. Pod is in the house. Talk to us, bro. And let me say, Ben White is out, people, and Takumi Tomiyasu is on. Yeah, let's go, Mr. Pod.
Yeah, I see a bad right.
Saying the back from United to captain is in.
What is that? Okay, let's go, Mr. Pod.
Maguire is
okay.
Yeah, go on.
Right, okay. Yeah, look, United have got the job done. They're the better team, in my opinion, because they've taken their chances. And at the end of the day, that looks like a top 4 team to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have to be honest.
United is very formidable.
Just remember, Ten Hag has come in the summertime. That's all I'm going to say. He's come in this summer with half of those players, and the great Thomas Tuchel has been there 2 years, and I don't think we are better than any of these two teams when it comes to attacking football.
Say it again, Mr. Pot. Say it again.
There we go.
It's true. You don't need that much time. These footballers are professional footballers. We pay them a lot of money like any other footballers, but we want to give Thomas Tuchel 3 years, 4 years.
It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about what we do with the ball and create chances. Since the Spurs game, that is the best. That is from the first 5 or 6 games. That is the only good game we've had. The Spurs, and I'm talking about the games at home, not away from home, not away from home. Away from home, I can understand, but at home, we need to be doing so much better because we're not playing City or Liverpool, and that's what worries me, and that's my only concern. But listen, Manchester United have got the job done. Ten Hag has basically, what he's done is he knew that Arteta was going to play a high line and eventually Rashford would get through. That's what cost Arsenal today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
very
what
good
cost Arsenal.
Game management here from Erik Ten Hag.
Yeah, and he has the players that can actually take advantage of that. I have my doubts if we can do the same. I mean, it's a great point you've made, but
these two worry me. They worry me.
Okay, tell us more about that.
I just think they're playing better. I just look at Arsenal's fluidity and listen. Look, Arsenal are away at Manchester United. You know, when this is the reverse fixture, I believe Arsenal will beat them at the Emirates. I really do, because this is what usually happens when these two meet each other. They always beat each other at their home grounds. But I look at their attacking threat, and I think and unfortunately we have to compare it to ourselves because we are in a battle for top 4 against these guys. And that's what worries me, because they're playing 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. We're playing 5. I think we need to start thinking about transitioning. You know, to a 4, because I think that gives us more options. But ultimately, I'm a bit worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really concerned.
Well, I'm concerned too, but I'm still positive because
your concern is valid, sir. Your concern is valid. When you talk about it, everybody's like, "No, we are starting to gel." We said, like, I see this coach just walked in here. This is a coach that has been around and has won a Chelsea Champions League, and he's riding off the cocktails of that. Everybody has to shut up for him to build his own team. Necessarily, this coach just walked in here and already he has a formidable team in United. Look, they took a midfield out and they brought in Casemiro. Player profile. You know what I mean? Like, and that is why top 4 is not guaranteed at all this year, the way we play. If we are going to depend on a 38-year-old man to actually launch on our attack, we don't have anything in our system, especially through midfield. We pack the back with 5, and the ball doesn't transition very well because the person that is supposed to transition the ball forward cannot wait to pack to the side, to pass to the side and rest. That is the problem.
Okay, so let me read some comment here from YouTube. Fernandes Magnifico said that Ten Hag is our hero and we're going to win the league. For people who don't know, Magnifico is a Manchester United fan, so you understand how he's very happy at the moment. He said that they cooked, like he said, we, but it's they, not me. We cooked Arsenal, and Arsenal cooked you at some point too. They just were not clinical. And Lusala said that anyways, even if Arsenal lose today's game, at least they won all the games they had to win. Not like Chelsea, giving away 3 points to every beatable teams. Okay. So, yeah. Makes sense. Like you win against the so-called small teams and you draw or lose against the big team. So, I see the logic here. But listen, they're still on top. Arsenal still on top no matter what's going to happen today. They are 15 points. And I think Manchester City might have like a 13 point of 14. I don't know, in that region. So they're going to still top of the table. But reality is going to start kicking in right now because you're going to start meeting people like Chelsea and Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Okay? World class like Jorginho in the midfield. You're going to see. You're going to destroy you. Now you're meeting the real teams, right? We're talking about you. Right?
Oh my God. Jorginho doesn't make the team real. I'm telling you. Jorginho doesn't make any team real.
So
Jorginho is a kind of player which you can put in a match if you decide in your mind that you want to lose the game. So just put Jorginho for there because for the whole night he can give 10,000 passes with no one assist.
Exactly.
You know, I'll give Tuchel one thing. If as long as he starts Broja, you know the team that I saw yesterday in the first half, as long as he starts Broja with Pulisic, I'll accept that and have Mount and Havertz on the bench for a while, for about 3 or 4 games. I can go with that because they can make the impact. But if I see Havertz starting and Mount starting, it just baffles me because I'm just like, why when they've not earned their spot, they've not earned their stripes.
Exactly.
For me, that's the most important thing. I just want to see it in the Premier League that we do what we did on Saturday. Apart from just that one, we need a talisman.
Yeah. And the thing is this, right? We know the players he has available to him. He comes in and tell us that a day before the games, right? So we know who cannot play and who can play, and who he selects based on what the form of the player is, what he did prior to this particular game we're about to play, tells us a lot more about the way he thinks. Because we all see what they do when they come on the field. So if he selects Mount, even though Mount is not doing very well all the time, it tells you something. But I believe that Mount should be sat down, even though he thinks he's guaranteed, because that has been the situation the past 6 months to a year, because he's been the player of the month, the player of the year, because he plays every time, so he gets a chance to redeem himself, right? So for me, if he sits them down, Jorginho sits down a few games, it tells something to Jorginho. And when Jorginho comes on, he tries to run a little bit more. He tries to tackle a little bit more.
That's what he said. That's what he did yesterday. Huh?
He doesn't do that to these players. Even yesterday, he tried to bring them all back on because he thinks that they are the only people that can score.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Victor, but you know, if Mount and Havertz play, you can't argue against Jorginho being in the team. You can't argue because none of them deserve to be in the starting 11. So Jorginho has to play because he's just as good as Havertz and Mount.
Please, what I have to say about Chelsea fan is that we never be satisfied with any result. We never been satisfied. If this man, Mr. Victor,
what are you talking about?
Let him finish.
Let me finish.
Let him finish.
Mr. Victor, if this man take the decision, maybe try someone, and the thing, we the Chelsea fans are the one who will still talk. why Jorginho is on the bench? Why will he bench Jorginho for this thing?
No, I will never say that. I will no.
Nobody questioned that yesterday. Nobody questioned that. Nobody questioned that yesterday.
Nobody did.
Nobody questioned that
yesterday. I'm not talking about
yesterday.
I'm talking about just the attitude of Chelsea fans. I'm not telling you about yesterday. If a coach make a decision and
corner
we end up losing
Arsenal,
the match,
people. Corner kick for Arsenal, and it's 90 minutes already in my location. I don't know how many minutes it's gonna be added on top there, but the corner kick didn't really bring anything. The game management from this Ten Hag guy is in another level. I have to admit it. Can I
address what officials comment? First of all, have you watched the type of football that we're subjected to week in, week out at home? Not away from home. At home, it's the worst football. We do not create chance or goal scoring opportunities. So you're telling me, start there, we should believe in the coach? No, the game isn't about defending. The game is about scoring goals. Goals gets you wins. Wins gets you trophies. That's the difference. Liverpool create chances. City create chances. So if you think Thomas Tuchel is right, how many years before he challenges for the Premier League title? You tell me. How many years?
Okay. I think Thomas Tuchel is just in Chelsea for, let's say, a year plus right now. I think you should... I would suggest is that we should calm down and see what is going to, because
that's not why I asked you. That's not why I asked you. No. Answer my question. When are we going to compete for the league? This is the thing. You know as well as
How many years did this guy, Jurgen Klopp, play for Liverpool, coach Liverpool without winning a trophy?
Yeah, we can't We can't always compare ourselves to Klopp and Guardiola all the time.
No, this thing is that Chelsea fans, we always want immediate results, which is not helping us.
I can see both ways.
That's not what I said to you.
But it's becoming so lazy for us to always compare.
The thing is this, look, this is the thing about this guy saying we should believe the coach. I ask you a simple question. How long does Thomas Tuchel need before he can challenge for it? Because we can't have him there for 5 years and not challenge for the league title. Ultimately, we want to win I don't want to win the Champions League. I want to
win the Champions League, bro. I want to
No, man.
You need to win the league. You need to win the league.
We can be winning it every season.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you have to choose right now, the Champions League and the Premier League, I would take the Champions League.
The league every day of the week.
The league.
No, I would take
the league. The true test.
I would
take
the
true
Champions
definition.
League.
I
have to tell you the truth. I'm taking the Champions League. I respect your opinions, but I will grab the Champions League, run as far as I can.
Do you know what? Most people that are not in England are not actually domiciled in England will like the Champions League, and a lot of people that are domiciled in England will like the league. Because the league is something that's really prestigious. It tests you go through fire. It's 38 games. 38 games, and you have to play at different times, different terrain. You can get lucky with the Champions League games. So one-off games, only 13 of them. You know
where we are. We know where we are.
Mr. Victor.
Yeah,
league you are playing within the country. Champions League, you travel abroad to go and play. It's not an easy thing to do. So if I should choose between Champions League and the Premier League, I would choose Champions League. Because Champions League is what makes you the best team in the world.
Okay, sorry. I have to report something here. I'm gonna come back to you. You're gonna have time to talk. The game just ended 3-1 to Arsenal. Marcus Rashford is on fire. 2 goals, 1 assist. Anthony scored on his debut, and Bukayo Saka actually scored for Arsenal. To be honest, in the last 15 minutes, I think the game management, the control from Manchester United was impressive. Arsenal tried to push and push, but no, they were cancelled completely by some really very good tactics and very good football that I saw today, which is rare right now to say for my team Chelsea Football Club, of course. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Show me your Champions League cup before we discuss. I'm talking about about Arsenal here.
You know why we don't win? We don't win games with four or five.
Can I conclude this and come back to you? Because I wanna get away from this Manchester United and Arsenal thing, so we can come and conclude with you guys. So yeah, 3-1 at the end, people. Now you can go back and watch AFTV a little bit because it's been annoying, man. It's always good when they lose, when they lose, but they've been winning. They won the World Cup, they won African Cup of Nations, they won all the trophies in preseason. Now back down to earth, so you can face the reality, smell the coffee, and know that you are not invincible anymore. So the invincible is not gonna happen anymore. You lost one game, and then here we go again.
You know one thing, Oz.
Yeah.
You know what Part said, that he thinks that United is a formidable team and he's actually scared for us. It's because you can also tell that the players have a mentality of winning. They are strong. This coach has given them a lot of belief, and if Tuchel is not able to give that belief to his players today after helping them win the Champions League, when is he going to be able to give them that belief? We don't have that belief that we can actually win the games, and that is what the problem is. This Manchester United side here is really, really a force to reckon with, and we have to think about, if they are getting the third position after Liverpool, then there is only one position left between us, Arsenal, and what is it called, and Spurs, and that is a lot of fighting that has to happen.
All right, so people, I'm gonna give you the time now to conclude the show. DJ, stay there because I'm gonna give you also as much time as you need because you just arrived. Olamide, do you have anything else to empty your pocket, or you wanna say something? And I'm gonna let you go.
I said something about the Arsenal before, that Arsenal being on top of the league is like a baby goat on a tree eating leaves. If his stubbornness will not bring him down, by all means, it will find himself down. So Arsenal fans, even for my area, they don't let me hear what they keep. Even one of them is telling my girlfriend she leave me to come and date him because he's an Arsenal fan. I'm supporting the loser with Chelsea.
Okay.
So Arsenal fans, they are the one I would like to talk to, and they should calm down. Mr. Victor, as a Chelsea fans, let's calm down for every coach we are having at hand. With time, things will work. It doesn't work immediately like that. Things will work. Sometimes you face challenges in life, but at the end of the day, how you go about it, we are different human beings. Those coaches, they are human beings. Like how they see things, how I see things, how you are seeing things is different. So let's just calm down. They are professionals. They are doing their work, and I'm sure that they will give us a good result very soon.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Olamide. And I will talk to you next time when you have time, of course. We are here every single day, brother. Come back. Put your notification on, and I'll see you, okay?
All right. It's always
all right, my brother. Thank you so much. You made a lot of money on the job, traveling all over the world. You're not sending money here. I don't know why. See you, my brother. Okay, let's go. Mr. Victor. Bro, what do you have to say about the host thing here? We have to conclude. Probably I will come back at some point tonight or tomorrow so we can continue. Anything you want to throw on the table? Let's go.
You mean me?
Yes, you.
Okay, I mean, to wrap it up, I mean, I thought that the game we just saw, United did very well. They racked up the points. I don't think they played well all 90. but that is the nature of the game these days. You have to take your chances when it happens, and that is what they did. When it comes to relating that to our beloved Chelsea, like I said earlier on in my comments about where we are, I will be willing to give Tuchel all the time he needs, but he has to prove game by game that he knows where he's taking us, and it's pretty obvious. Somebody has said that we should give him more than 5 years, like the Peps and the rest got. I don't think that he will get that kind of support from Chelsea if he starts losing or not playing well. So he has to fix, especially the midfield, and tell our players to shoot every now and then, because even that basic aspect of football is not realized in our team. And that is what is frustrating when you watch Chelsea. Like, they are not even players. He has to give them a stronger mentality and put them out there and give them all the resources they need so that they can win the game of football and win it beautifully, because that's what all of us want. Sign up, peace out. See you all guys later.
Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. Nice, as always. See you in a little bit. Mr. Pod, say goodbye to people, and if you have the closing statement, empty your pocket, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, congratulations to Manchester United. It went the way I thought it was going to do. I thought United would beat Arsenal. They always do at Old Trafford. So congratulations to them. I thought at the end of the day, they bided their time and they got the win. They took advantage of Arsenal's high line strategically. Ten Hag got it right, and congratulations to them. So big up to United. In terms of Chelsea, listen, look, I think the other guest who was talking about giving Thomas Tuchel time, he couldn't answer my question. How many years does Tuchel deserve at the helm? How many years until we challenge for a title? If we're not going to be challenging for a title, why are we spending 200 million plus? For top four? Is that the ambition for Chelsea Football Club? Okay, I want to win I want to win the league, but maybe some fans are just happy with being top four, winning the Champions League. That's not being ambitious. Winning your league, being the champions of England, says something about you. Winning the Champions League, the way we win it, we see as a cup competition. Anybody could win the Champions League. It's possible. Anybody could win it because we've proven that.
City haven't, though.
But City, yeah, okay, City haven't. But ultimately, how many Premier Leagues have City won then? City are not that. So at the end of the day, they've won 6 Premier League titles in 8 years or something crazy like that.
Yeah, something crazy like that.
So exactly. So you're telling me that City have not won but I bet you in the next 5 years, City will win the Champions League. It's not that much of a big deal because the Champions League is a knockout competition, and it all depends on whether you pick up form at the right time. The Premier League's not like the Champions League, because if you ask yourself one question, how many tough games are there in the Champions League really? Not many. There's not many at all, to be fair. It depends. There'll be one group of death, and the rest of the time, the top teams always get through. And the clubs from England are getting to the finals because they've got the most money to spend anyway. So you're more likely to see an English team or teams make the semis / finals because they've got the financial power. That's just the way it is. Okay, but in terms of Chelsea, I think it's going to be a long season, and I still don't expect us to make top 4. I really don't. Not after what I've seen today, but we'll see what happens.
If we don't make it top 4, we're gonna win the Champions League and come back to the Champions League. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, you never know, right? Big up to all of you.
Thank you so much. See you, man. All right, so we have now 2 people, Herbert and DJ. Whenever you're ready, gentlemen, you take your time. I'm gonna give you a little bit of time because you just came here, and when you finish, we are out here. I'll be out.
I'll let Herbert talk first, bro. Big up to you. Let Herbert talk because it's a United show today, isn't it? They won today.
Yeah. No issues. Yeah, I mean, look, their unbeaten run comes to an end. Last week they were talking about going for the title just by winning 4 games, and I think Arsenal fans, everyone knows, Chelsea, Tottenham, all you guys. They are a different fan base, completely different fan base. They just hype up so many players and their results, and they think it's easy to win the league just because they won 5 in a row. So look, I think this result was coming. Yeah, I think many people said for me our performance wasn't good. I think our performance hasn't been good in the last 4 games which we have won. Our defense has been good, but overall, we have been still relying on individual brilliance today. We saw from Bruno. I mean, look, when it comes off, like he has that in his locker, but it takes 10 or 15 times to execute a pass like that. So, yeah, credit to Rashford, 2 good finish. I mean, I think the first of his goal was a bit of it took a nick. The second goal was good. Then 3 points off top first position. I mean, if you would have told me in the beginning after losing 2 games, then we would be winning 4 in a row. And don't forget, none of the games Ronaldo has been involved in. So I would have bitten your hand off. So my only concern is that I don't want to see Maguire anywhere near the team for a good amount of time. I just hope this is not the starting of anything like that. I want to keep that back file is improved here in it. So
Maguire came on and he kept a clean sheet.
Yeah.
When he was there, I'm not saying that
there is some politics in that.
Yeah.
But there is some politics in that. I mean, look, today it was situational. I can agree that, but. I mean, the one bad game Martinez has, you will see Maguire's PR and everything around media wanting him in. So, and we spend 80 million on that. And there will be club pressure on, Ten Hag to play in. So I hope he doesn't succumb to that. Mm-hmm. And, good, solid team performance. And, looking forward to the next game against Palace.
Yeah, man, you are flying high. Who was your man of the match today? Rashford, 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah.
Yeah, most people will give them to Rashford probably, but I think Eriksen was quite good. I've noticed one thing. I don't know if you noticed this. He never subs off Eriksen. He'll never sub off Eriksen. This is a guy who has come from heart problems and everything, and he has played all the matches. And everyone thinks when Fred is coming on, Eriksen will be off because he struggles after 66, 75 minutes. But Eriksen is his De Jong. We don't have a player in that midfield who's technically as secure. When you when you give them the ball, they can hold on to it and they won't give it away. He is his De Jong. Because we haven't got a De Jong, he's trying to turn Eriksen into a De Jong who can, every top team has that kind of conductor. If you look at City, they have Rodri. If you look at Bayern, they have Kimmich. So he's trying to mold that into him, and that's probably. And look, there was a rumor going before the game that Casemiro is not starting, but Antony is in, and he hasn't had a preseason with Casemiro. So was Casemiro is signing? Most people are believing that it wasn't. He wanted De Jong, but he got Casemiro. And
I see.
We'll see how that goes.
I see the conspiracy behind it. So anyway, Blue Ice is in the house, and DJ, gentlemen, whenever you're ready. DJ, you were there earlier. Hey, Mr.
That's
Blue.
Right.
DJ, go on, and Blue Ice.
Greetings.
I think.
Yes.
The previous guest, I think he raised a very good point. If you're spending 300, 400 million on Tuchel and he's just going for top 4 and trading deep into the Champions League, where is the cut-off point for you guys? When do you think he used to go on? What is your expectation of the season?
Big up Herbert, big up Mr. VIP in the house, Blue Ice. Hope you're well, bro. Listen, my
big up, bro.
Listen,
go on. Expectation this season.
My expectation is simple. I'm not in a hurry to have Tuchel out the door like some Chelsea fans are out there. I'm willing to give this guy some time. He's got his players in now. As Blue Ice will probably end up coming and telling him, we've got no excuses now. For me, I think he now needs to. I think we now need to make this guy just work with his players and see what he can do with them. I've said it from the beginning. Even we spent this kind of money for this season, people are saying, "Oh, they're expecting us to challenge for the title." We're not challenging for the title this season. I've said this already. Even with the players that we brought in, where I'm going to give it a time. I'm going to give him a chance to actually try and build with this squad. Let him work with this squad. As long as we can win a cup and finish in the top 4, it's not a trophy. But just to learn, just to have that kind of building block, and then next season, I'll then probably say judge him next season on us going for the title. I know Blue Ice is probably going to have something different to me on that, but for me, it's slightly different. I just think he needs to get an opportunity to work with these players that we've brought in now and play the system that he wants to put in for all these players. I'm not one of those impatient fans that wants, if it doesn't work, get rid of very quick. I'm not one of them. I've supported Chelsea long enough to see that we're lucky to where we are, to where we used to be back in the day, to where we are now. Where I'm very lucky to say, that it's happiest time for me as a Chelsea fan to see how our club has reached to where it's got. And all we want to hope for now is that we can continue on with the success. But it's going to take time. And I know there's some Chelsea fans out there that don't want to give it time. I want the title every year. It doesn't mean my ambitions for the title is not there. It is there. But I also know that at some point there is a building block as well with some players. And Thomas Tuchel's now got his players in. He needs to be given that opportunity to try and develop these players and build on these players and see where we go. So, as long as we can get a trophy this season, go as far as we possibly can in the Champions League, that's for me. And if we can still get into the, as I said, get into the Premiership top 3 or top 4, I'm happy. But I know there are some fans out there that'll be different to me, but that's how I am as a fan, basically.
Okay, so Mr. Ice, what do you think? What is your expectation this season toward the manager and Chelsea in general?
Yeah, I think you guys said it all, but for me personally, I still think we're going for the EPL. Anything short of that is we have to fight. We got to fight till the end, man. Come on, guys.
We're still on it.
Yeah, we're still.
Yeah, I agree. We fight. Yeah, I agree. We fight.
We gotta shoot for the stars, and if we can't hit the stars, at least we land on the moon. This whole thing about, I know we're trying to be conservative, we're trying to be patient, and I get it, but I think it takes away from the fact that we actually can steal. Like I always say to you, Oggs, we can steal this. But the reason I called in actually is not even because of Chelsea. McTominay, man. Let's talk about McTominay.
Yeah, people don't give him the value, but
I don't know why this guy keeps I keep asking myself, why is this guy being thrown out of the bus every day?
Because he's not the flashy trickery players like Saint Maximin, but he does the job. He got the job done.
Thank you, Oggs. When you asked Herbert who his most valuable player was, I think it was McTominay.
Oh yeah.
He had a good game today. He had a very good game today. Yeah.
Like I hope, even indeed, I can't believe I'm saying N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, I hope they were taking notes. That's how you play in the 4-6 position. You play like a beast. You see what he did, McTominay? He was imposing. It's not like he was great, but he imposed himself and he was calm on the ball. He made mistakes, almost costly mistakes, but man, I don't get it. Why do Man U fans throw this kid under the bus? And for some reason, every coach that comes in, for some reason, can't drop him. So I don't get it. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
No. Look, today he has had a decent game. Even the last game, I think that was his best game in around 2 years.
How about 1 second?
Yeah.
He didn't have a decent game today. He had a fantastic game. Just because you guys
I wouldn't say that.
That is your opinion.
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't say he had a fantastic game. He wasn't I wouldn't say he was a man of the match content or anything like that. The thing is, I think this is something we will also agree that he's being coached now. For once, he's being told what to do and how to do. Because look, he will never give you an 8 or 9 out of 10. His ceiling is a 7 out of 10, and he is delivering that consistently. And as United fans, if we could sell him tomorrow, we would, because he's keeping Casemiro out of the lineup. And credit to him, he's getting something out of him, but he is not Casemiro. So if Casemiro comes in and he's being coached as well in this system, he will do better than that. But at the moment, you can't fault McTominay. He's doing everything he's asked for. And but yeah, look, he is in something. Look, will Chelsea fans take him? Would you take him?
No, listen, Herbert. I've got to say, look, there was a show that went on yesterday, right? And there were people mocking McTominay a lot, saying, "I won't take him at Chelsea." Look, I'm probably I'm probably slightly on the bus where I say, would he be good enough to get into this Chelsea midfield? Yeah, look, today I thought the last couple of games that he's played in for you guys, I thought he's looked really good in your midfield. I really do. And like Blue Ice actually just turned around and said, most of your coaches that have managed you guys don't seem to drop this player. He seems to be always amongst the players. And if you think about it, everyone was talking about Fred and Casemiro as your midfield, going forward for the rest of this season, right? When he was brought in, Casemiro. But it looks like your manager, Ten Hag, seems to believe in this kid. And, I think Casemiro will still have to sit on the bench for a while until he really makes some really bad mistake in that midfield. And I think that's what it's going to take, to get McTominay out of there. Yeah. But look, I'm not saying he's a bad player, because I don't believe he's a bad player, because this is one of the reasons what people were having a go at me about Billy Gilmore for Chelsea. I was upset when we let him go, because I always believed this kid had something in him, right? And we went and got rid of him on transfer window day, on the last day of the transfer window. And I was gutted by that, because I thought it was a stupid move we done, right? But you guys have got McTominay, mate. I think he can do you guys well at midfield. And let's be honest, Casemiro's still got to find his feet in the Premiership as well. And I think you find he'll be still sitting for a while until your manager thinks that he's time to drop him. Because at the moment, you guys are winning all your matches. And I tell you what, Anthony, I have to say, I thought he was excellent today. People were saying how hard he's going to take, how long it would take for him to adapt to the Premiership. I thought he was actually really good today, Anthony. Yeah. So you've got a baller there, man. 100% baller there. But with McTominay, going back to McTominay, like Blue Eye said earlier on, I think there's a lot of United fans that do tend to throw this guy under the bus, and I think he could do. I think he's doing well for you guys. And like I said, your manager clearly believes in him, mate. Clearly believes in him until he says otherwise.
I mean, look, if you would have watched McTominay for the last 2.5 years, I mean, probably you would really tend to see what he is today. And the last game, he has been decent. For me, like, he is not the kind of midfielder we need if you want to play the 10-act football. Right now, we are playing very much on the counter-attack. We're not really progressing with the ball, and that's what 10-act is all about. That's why he wanted De Jong, a secure midfielder. And he is getting to do with McTominay. I mean, look, I agree that for the last couple of games he has been decent, but again, there's so many bad memories with this guy for me that I will not be convinced with it, because I know this guy's feeling. That's all I can say. I mean, at the moment he's playing at his best. He's playing at his ceiling, and I don't see him getting better than that. And we have a 30-year-old Casemiro who's won 5-6 today. I hope he comes in, because we need to play that kind of football. So, good for McTominay for now.
I think McTominay is suffering from what other British/academy at Chelsea are suffering. Like, we don't always give them credit. It's always something, or just we waiting for them to fail, or I told you moment. But I think in the team you also need people who can bring you water. It's not only those flashy people, but character. Even Mourinho loved him. Like, he got character. He can fight even physically if he need to, and sometimes you just need a little bit of character. Gentlemen, listen, I'm gonna have to leave. I've been here for almost 4 hours. Herbert, you have anything to conclude, brother? And see you tomorrow. Champions League next week. Champions League on Thursday. We have Herbert going to Kazakhstan somewhere. Minus 40 degrees. But we're gonna play Chelsea to play on Tuesday, people. Away. I think it's gonna be away, huh?
Is it this Tuesday?
Yeah, this Tuesday we have a game away at Dinamo, not Kiev, no.
Zagreb.
Zagreb one, and so it's in the Kovacic country, and we're gonna have fun over there. We might see Aubameyang with a mask or not, we don't know yet. The new guy also, Zakaria. Could be there, but we don't know yet. Let's see what the training session tomorrow is going to be. But, Herbert, what do you have to say, bro, before we leave?
I mean, I didn't even know that, the European games are starting this week. I think Bayern are going to play Barca as well, if I'm not wrong, this week or next week.
Oh, yeah, so Barcelona. In the group of
Inter Milan.
And AC Milan. Yeah, oh, my goodness, Inter Milan.
Inter.
Yeah, Chelsea actually are going to play AC Milan, like the AC one, the red one, the blue one against Barcelona. But that is for another day. So, but you feel much better right now, Herbert, right?
Well, look, I'll just lead with this and leave off. Look, last game I was saying that Chelsea, Chilwell got an assist and a goal. And I'm seeing, small factions of Cucurella versus Chilwell fans already, bashing each other. I think that needs to stop. I mean, if anyone is part of that, because look, Cucurella will have his game, and then Chilwell will have his game. That's why you have to, probably one of the two best left backs in the league. I hope that kind of fashion doesn't develop in a club like Chelsea.
Yeah. It is what it is. My brother, listen, see you tomorrow or another day. DJ, do you have anything to conclude?
Yeah, bro. Just one thing I wanted to say to you earlier on, bro. I didn't get a chance to do it because you didn't put you didn't bring on the chat for us to come in and talk to you. I was reading your comments earlier on, and I thought you said to me, I think I put on there about Christian Pulisic, and I thought you said this thing about national. Believe me, listen to me, right? You know what I'm like, Augs. I'm not one of those who's against any nationalities in terms of that. Yeah, I know in the comments you said there are some people with the genders, there was something to do with nationalities of the way the player is. Mine wasn't that at all. And what I was trying to get across to you was I was at the match yesterday, bro. That's the only reason why I was making my analysis from watching the game yesterday. And I take it Thomas Tuchel's formation did not help those kind of players to play in that position, because for me, if you're going to play that kind of formation, you have to play a target man. And I think that, and by playing two small guys up front was not the answer. And that's all I was saying. That's the only reason why I said he was less effective in the game than what I was hoping for. Because I think, I've gone on your platform here many times and I've said to you, bro, I rate Pulisic very highly. In fact, I've got a shirt with his number at the back of my shirt. That's how much I do rate the kid. So it's not that I don't have nothing against him. Believe me, I don't. I want to see him do really well at Chelsea.
No,
that
really wasn't even against you. It was just against everything that I was saying.
Oh, sorry, bro. I just thought because you were saying because I made the comment on it, and then you made the comment after you read
so
my
much
comment.
Going on. It was Kepa Arrizabalaga.
I just want to apologize. Let me make it. You know what I'm
and
right.
also Edouard Mendy. Also, people are even making compilation videos to show that Mendy wasn't even touched just because they want to defend Kepa Arrizabalaga. Are we supporting the team?
Yeah.
Chelsea Football Club, or are we supporting individuals, or just because we don't like certain players or certain nationality or academy? It's in order for somebody to make a point, they're gonna bring Mason Mount in the conversation. They're gonna bring his statistic and look at Mount. Always try to deflect. The real problem was somebody else. Like, let's say Jorginho almost gave the goal away. We almost lost. But in order to talk about Jorginho, we have to bring, look at N'Golo Kante in the Champions League. What the Champions League has to do with Jorginho today in this game. So, I was talking in general, but you know how it goes. It wasn't like...
No, bro, no, listen, I just wanted to make it out because I think you know me long enough to know I'm not like that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm never like that.
You and me, we value people.
I support all my players. I support all my players.
Yeah. We support the team, not,
But I have to say one thing though, bro. J5 did do a mistake when he came on yesterday. I mean, he could have cost us that lead. And then when they hit the post, and then we went and scored that goal from Kai Havertz. But look, a lot of the players didn't play that well. All I was basically trying to say is a lot of people have been saying for the last 4 or 5 weeks, we've come in your streams here, right? People in the comments, I think Victor said it. I think we've had a lot of the other two has been saying Kai Havertz needs to be benched. Yeah, well, he was benched yesterday. We clearly missed him, and I won't say Mount because Mount again. He came on. He wasn't as effective as we'd liked him to be, but he came on anyway. But we missed. I mean, it just showed yesterday. Havertz came on. He made a difference, and I think this is what the situation is if you play Havertz in that midfield, which I don't think Tuchel is going to do, he will be more effective there than he is playing in a forward, or play him alongside another striker. Play him off a striker. And I think yesterday you saw him coming forward when he scored that goal. What a goal. What a strike it was. Because he came from nowhere. Beautiful 1-2 by Brozier and Chilwell. Crossing the box and bang, he was in there to smack the ball into the back of the net. I think we need more of that at Chelsea when he's doing those kind of formations. But I think what got me more angry at the formation yesterday, and this is nothing on Pulisic or Gallagher or anybody like that, because even Gallagher didn't have much of a great game. And again, that was not down to his fault. It was because of the formation they played. Playing the two small guys up front, it didn't help. So, so for me, if you're going to do that kind of formation, play at least a target man alongside one of the other two. That's all I'm basically saying.
Yeah.
But listen, bro, I know you got to go. Big up to you. Big up to everybody in the comments. Smash the like button, subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you on your next video, mate, in regards to your family as well, bro.
Thank you so much, my brother. And everybody in the chat. Thank you. Take care, everybody. I'm going to have to leave. It was a great show. Thank you so much for helping. Your likes, your dislikes, your subs, everything count on YouTube. God bless you. Next week, we have the Champions League, and we have so many shows. So don't worry. If you didn't come through today, you will be tomorrow. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.